Legacy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the YouTube channel. Yeah, we're back. I mean, we remember last time we spoke, what was going on. Only now, only in the last 2 hours, 3 hours have I recovered from what happened last night. I woke up this morning. This was how it was meant to go. It's meant to laugh, meant to leave, meant to sleep, meant to wake up, go gym, move on with my day. A la Madrid. This is what happened. Couldn't sleep, tossing and turning, woke up, didn't go gym, walking down the road, thinking about Declan Rice, nearly got hit by a bus. Here we are. This is what you lot have done to me. I'll be open and honest about it. It's very rare that I'm rattled. I'm being honest, I'm rattled. And the first thought that came into my head today, which one of these teams can I trust? Which one of these teams can I trust to knock you out in the semi-final? Because you're going to the semi-final after that, in my opinion. So these two, I am scouting. I am watching with intent. We are watching with intent. These two teams, I better see something serious. Whoever goes through, you have the biggest task on your hands in European football. More than you can believe. It's so important. We got PSG who entered this round via Liverpool beatdown at Anfield, penalties shootout. Aston Villa beat Club Brugge. There's a storyline here, I'm not going to lie. You talk about Emery, especially if it was to go 2 legs, obviously maybe the second leg at the Emirates. Emery going to the Emirates, Aston Villa going to the Emirates semi-final. We know the history between the manager and Arsenal. That could be very interesting. Aston Villa. I mean, European heritage there, yeah, Aston Villa. PSG, never won the Champions League. We know how much they've built up their team in previous years, Galacticos, all that. Now they're going down a different route, and it looks nice. It's very balanced. Tonight, Barcola actually starts on the bench, which is a little bit of a surprise. But then again, Desiree Doué has been playing brilliantly. In Ligue 1, he's been contributing with goals, assists. He's a trickster. He's playing brilliant. So it's not maybe a massive shock, actually. And then off the bench as well in these Champions League games, he's making an impact. Very fun game today. Very fun game. But I'm watching to just see who is going to step up to the plate. Who can we trust? Donnarumma versus Martinez. Even that is a little bit of a fun kind of face-off in terms of the goalkeepers. Donnarumma, the penalty shootout hero. We know Martinez's record, World Cup final, etc. There's so much nice mini little battles on the pitch here. I just want goals. I just want entertainment. I just want a good game. We got entertainment yesterday. Hopefully we get it again. Who's in the chat? Who is in the chat? Spying on us. Can't. Oh, of course. Turkus. Of course. And what on earth is he doing here? Huh? Who let him in? Which bouncer, which mod let him in here? And how on earth did that happen? How did he sneak into the club? Oh my goodness. One game at a time. You wasn't saying one game on. Listen, I saw the fan cam. You wasn't saying one game at a time. You said, yo, we're going through. You said you're going through. You said it's finished. You're going into the next round. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll be there for the second leg. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. That didn't go according to plan. Tomorrow's going to be a very long day. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very long day. Tomorrow, Robbie, Turkus, whoever else pulls up, anyone and everyone at the headquarters, at the studios, Big Six, it's going to be a long day. It's not just a long day for me, though. I will have my partners in crime, Toby. Toby will be there. He will hold the smoke as well as I. Big Steve, I feel like there'll be some smoke for him in the chat. The Arsenal fans have, been going back and forth with him all season in the Big Six chat. He'll be getting the smoke. I do remember saying that Arsenal have absolutely no chance of qualifying, 0% chance. I pointed at the table. I banged on the table. I made it emphatically, bombastically, drastically clear that they had no chance. And it's not over yet for me because there's still a second leg. But I'm on the edge of the cliff. I'm on the edge of the cliff. I'm walking the plank. I'll be honest, I'm walking the plank. I'm more than happy to be cooked, and I'll be cooked. I'll be cooked, and we'll all enjoy it. I'm sure you'll all enjoy it. It is what it is. But yeah, no one is more shocked than the rivals with what we watched yesterday. We are truly amazed and shocked. None of us saw that. I don't think anybody saw that coming, apart from Ty. I saw Ty predicted, like 3-4-0. Big up to him. But everybody else is like, whoa, fair play. But this game, like I said, we're covering it. I'm very excited about this game. There's a lot of good attackers on the pitch. I'm a little bit surprised that Watkins maybe doesn't start. Asensio's on the bench as well for Aston Villa. But you still got McGinns, you still got Rodgers, you still got Ramsey, you still got Rashford. There is a serious amount of attacking depth. And I don't see Marlon on this bench either. That's another forward. There's a serious amount of quality and depth in this Aston Villa attack. Not something to be, underestimating or turning your nose up at. If they do get to the semi-finals, this will be a team still to be wary of course. It's interesting. I'm very, very interested here. Let me actually just confirm who the centre-backs are, because I feel like I got Mings on that screen twice and he shouldn't be there. Pau Torres is the one that should be starting. I know I have that little error there. So it is Torres next to Konza. Sorry about that. Mings is on the bench. So let me just make that quick change. Let's see. And really, I mean, Emery knows his way around European, competitions. He knows how to juggle the league and Europe at the same time. I don't think Aston Villa personally are going to qualify for the Champions League via the league this season. I just feel like these two legs, weekend games following, I'm not sure who they're playing, but that's still difficult to manage and run. And then obviously the fixture difficulty is actually there for Villa anyway in the Premier League. They got some tough fixtures coming up in the final stretch. Big win against Nottingham Forest on the weekend. What do you even prioritise? You definitely don't undermine this. You just go for it. If Aston Villa were to win the Champions League, can you imagine how wild that would be? In a season where Newcastle win the Carabao Cup, potentially Nottingham Forest, or, hey, I think even Villa are in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. This competition, when you get to this stage, you have to start thinking about, okay, we can win this. If you're in the last 8, you're in the quarterfinal and you're not thinking that you can win it, you may as well not even be there. Round of 16 is child's play. This is where it gets serious. Quarterfinal, you can really dream. You can really believe, because if you get through here, you're in the semis. And I've never seen a semi-final team who don't deserve, well, actually, that's a lie. I've seen plenty of semi-final teams that don't deserve to be there. But when you get to the final 4, you're one game away from, walking out with the trophy just right next to you there. It's, you have to, this is it now. This is crunch time. 100% this is crunch time. The elite are in the building. I'm going to go through the chat in a second. They got Southampton next, people are saying in the chat. I'm just excited about this game. I don't want to jinx it, but I do believe we're gonna get a good game today. I just think PSG at home, the pressures on them, the expectations on them, they're not going to sit back, of course. We know Enrique's teams like to dominate the ball. They got a very flexible, unpredictable front three. They all like to drift into different positions. I've never watched PSG in the Champions League this season and not enjoyed watching their attack. Their attack is fun to watch. And Aston Villa have got some threats. And Emery hasn't gone with a really defensive team, I don't think. McGinn's position maybe is a little bit up for grabs. He might be in the midfield 3. He might be in the front 4. But you got Rodgers, you got Ramsey, you got Rashford. Watkins, Asensio on the bench. It's a good team. It's a very good team. This is half you hoping. Let's see what's going on in the chat, man. This is going to be fun. It's only the quarterfinal first leg. Even Spurs made it to a final. They did. And when the Henry in this system, what is Turkish talking about? Yeah. Listen, I know they got to the final, and I think I knew they weren't going to win it. I just knew because it's Tottenham. But everybody outside of Tottenham can dream and can believe. Tottenham, they have a history, they have a reputation, they have, a repetitive nature about them, about not winning. But the rest of us, the rest of you, you can definitely have dreams and hopes and whatnot. You don't need to have that mentality, unless your clubs have scarred you to the depths of Tottenham, which I think is highly unlikely. What's going on here? Listen, 100%. You never rule out Real Madrid. You just don't do it. But even me, one of the biggest Ala Madrids out there, I just can't see it. I really can't. I can't see it. It's a lot of work to do. Early goal, maybe there's nerves, maybe there's some more giveaways, maybe there's some more complacency, maybe there's some more, maybe there's some more loose passes. Mbappe runs onto it. Maybe he's got his finishing boots on. Why was he wearing Air Maxes yesterday? Really, really well and truly, why was Mbappe wearing Air Maxes yesterday? If he's wearing some mercurials, if he's wearing some anything other than that, we don't have an issue. Maybe we don't have a problem. Maybe he gets the first goal and the game's completely different. But he just needs to pull up with the right footwear in the second leg, because we can't be playing games. Let me know your predictions in the chat actually for this Aston Villa trip to Paris. The fact that Aston Villa obviously second leg play at Villa Park, that's a massive, massive thing for them in this tie, just to keep it more open, just to keep them, just to give them a little bit of advantage going into that second leg, that they can maybe get a result. Even if they lose by a goal here in Paris, they just need to keep it tight. I remember when Newcastle came in last season in the group stages, I think it was, and did they lose? But they lost by the finest of margins, maybe a penalty at the end of the game. Low blocked it, Eddie Howe parked it. I'm not saying they should come here and park it, but you just got to come here and know that you need to be in the tie in the second leg. Just still be in the tie. Don't come here open, which I'm sure hopefully they won't. I know Emery likes a high line, but don't come here and get blown away and just have the second leg mean absolutely nothing. Just come here, try and get a result, even a 2-1 loss, 1-0 loss, that is fine. Go back to Villa Park, get the crowd up. Great, good to go. I've been very impressed with Kvaratskhelia for PSG as well. He's going to be a massive threat. I think he's playing on the left, maybe he's playing on the right. Let's see. The wingers could flip, they could swap. I've seen Desiree Doué play left and right wing. I've seen Kvaratskhelia play left and right wing, depending on which leg it was against Liverpool. So very, very unpredictable. Dembele will pull out to the flanks as well. So good luck to Matty Cash. Good luck to Lucas Digne and those centre-backs, because you're going to be conflicted. Do you go in with Dembele? Do you follow him? Do you hold your line? All of that, I'm very interested to see how Villa kind of handle all of that, because in the Premier League, I feel like we've gone away from forwards that, kind of can play multiple positions and swap flanks. And now we just have very much set in stone. This is the attack. Everybody kind of sticks to their position. They have to hold the width or whatever. There's not as many floaters, or like there is here. Grealish, he's hugging the touchline. Doku, same for any City winger, holding the touchline. Haarland, you know where he is. He's not going anywhere. Now this is a different kettle of fish. This PSG team played some of the best football in the last round. Some of the best football in both legs. They were brilliant. Are we going to see the old PSG? Are they going to choke? Good question. Are they going to choke? PSG are very much known for choking in the Champions League. Donnarumma, is he going to have a masterclass? Is he going to make a massive mistake? He's going to do something. He's not going to go unnoticed. He's not going to be a silent watcher. He's going to certainly be involved and make a name for himself, either in a good way or a bad way. But he's going to be there. But this Aston Villa kind of run kind of reminds me of, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful because Aston Villa are a bigger club, but remember when Leicester were in the Champions League? And it just felt like, bruh, just express yourselves. I don't think Aston Villa fans are saying, I don't think they're putting mad pressure on the team to get to the semi-final. I think you're just enjoying the journey. It's your first time in the Champions League for I don't know how many years. I remember the team under Martin O'Neill was always getting very close. 5th, 6th, battle with David Moyes' Everton, Ashley Young's, Gabriel Bondahor's. But I can't remember Villa being, maybe they got to a Champions League qualifying round, but then maybe lost, and I don't know. Let me know in the chat. I can't remember Aston Villa in the Champions League too much in my lifetime. So I feel like just go out there, enjoy the occasion. Obviously, you're trying to get a result, but it feels very much like Leicester, where it's just about the journey. It's just about the friends you make along the way. Do you know what I mean? You can dream, you can believe. If you don't do it, it's no disaster. You've still got the FA Cup, like I said, so you're kind of competing on multiple fronts. Who are they playing in the FA Cup? Is it Crystal Palace they're playing in the other FA Cup semi-final game, is it? Let me just double check. Because they beat Preston. So and how crazy is this? But what an incredible side piece to the main course. What an incredible dessert to the main, you know what I mean? You got 2 bites at the cherry. You're competitive in the league. You're in the Champions League quarterfinal. and you've got an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley where you will be the favourites. So you are living life. You've got squad depth. You've got quality. You've got a good manager who knows what he's doing. You know, this is as good as it gets with Aston Villa right now. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. I ain't got no beef with them. I'm very happy for them. And yeah, you're in a great position. You just got to go out there and just do yourselves. Don't do yourselves a disservice. That's all it is, really. People are saying this is way more than Leicester. Listen, that Leicester team accomplished a lot. They won the Premier League. They won the FA Cup under Brendan Rodgers. They won the Community Shield. They accomplished a lot. You know, in the Champions League, I think they got knocked out in the quarterfinal at this stage to was it Sevilla? Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, Aston Villa, you know, if they have a Leicester period, that's not bad at all. Leicester picked up serious silverware. All right, let me see. I'm gonna set this up. Let me just make sure that I am. If there's any Aston Villa fans in the chat, let me know as well. Are you happy with the team? Are you happy with the team selection? Did you want Watkins to start? Did you want to go even more attacking, more bold? Asensio is always good for a goal. He's not starting. But the thing is with Aston Villa, you've got firepower on the bench, you know? And Asensio, by the way, was he signed permanently or was he not on loan from PSG? It feels kind of odd that he's on the bench up against his either parent club or if it's former club, then fair. But I'm pretty sure he's on loan, no? Let me check. Maybe, am I bugging? Should he not even be on the bench and I've just put him there when he's not? No, he's there. So talk to me about Asensio. Did he, what's going on there? Why is he there? It's a loan deal, isn't it? So there's the opportunity for Asensio to score against his parent club. Of course there is. Because when we loaned out, and really I didn't know if the rules were still the same, but when we loaned out Thibaut Courtois in the 13-14 season, and we played them in the semi-final, Courtois did play against us, to be fair. So, interesting. On loan from Real Madrid? Nah. He's at PSG, no? I swear he's at PSG. Yeah, he's at PSG. He's on loan from PSG. PSG signed him from Real Madrid permanently. And then they loaned him out because he's not really part of the plan. Interesting. The parent club restriction doesn't apply to Champions League. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check because I thought I was bugging potentially, but no. Interesting. Maresca's having a press conference. I'm not gonna lie. The drop off from watching last night to now tonight, and then Legia Warsaw. I'll catch up with the quotes tonight, tomorrow morning. What did he say prior Legia Warsaw? Get me out of that competition ASAP. This is depressing. Watching these high level, high stakes, high quality, top players going up against top players, Champions League action, and having to relegate myself tomorrow. And I will be there because I'm not going to Poland this week. Because as I said on the previous stream, there was a security issue, I guess, with the away allocation. Tickets drastically dropped. And I didn't want to risk not getting a ticket and then having all that money invested into that trip. So I just said, you know what? Let's just move it, change the flight dates, go. We're going to the final. We're going to be there. I have no doubts we're going to be in the final anyway. The final's in Poland. Do we need to go to Poland twice in 1 month? Not really. So we'll go to the final and we'll be there. So I'm not going there this week. So no vlog, no away trip. But I will be back for the semi-final. If it's Sweden, Austria, I don't know what's going on. We will be there. But I'll do the watch along tomorrow. But that drop-off is insane. That drop-off is disgusting. And I've seen a lot of people say that. And this is why when I hear people, and it's very, very small section of people, oh, you know, Europa League, that's the target. We don't need Champions League. It's not the demand. It's not the expectation. It's not part of the process. Do you have feelings? Do you have emotions? Are you watching the elite level of European football? Do you not want to be a part of that again? Do you not want Stamford Bridge, under the lights, Champions League anthem? Like, what are you getting out of waiting any longer for that experience? What are you getting out of it? Who are you defending? Who are you protecting? I want elite level football at my football club immediately. Immediately. I don't care if we're not ready. You better make yourself ready. Do you know what I'm saying? So I need that. I want that because I can't be dealing with these Legia Warsaws any longer. Let's see. Also, Barcelona taking on Dortmund. I'll keep you up to date with that. Rafinha, did he not come off the other day and have a little bit of a scrap with his manager and whatnot? I don't know. But anyway, listen, this is the peak creme de la creme of football, and this is all I'm trying to see. You know what I mean? The drop off is disgusting. I'm gonna get some slow, lethargic, crappy game. We'll probably sneak a win. The performance will be meaty. Individual brilliance, if there is any left in the world, will stand out against that level of opposition, and we kick it to the next. Ugh, goodness gracious. Do you know what I mean? What a terrible, terrible drop off it is. Every time there's a final at the Allianz Stadium, there's a new winner, like Chelsea in 2012. So the winner this year will be Arsenal or PSG only. That logic is interesting from you, sir. Very, very interesting indeed. Sold his KK stocks and is now trying to sign him again. I don't remember selling my KK stocks. I was just not sure if we needed him because of the way we play. I'm very much like, because the way we play is so set in stone with the wingers and the inverted fullbacks into half spaces. I'm looking at players and I'm thinking, yo, I don't care how well you're doing here or there, because life's going to change when you get here, because the way we play is something very different to other people's football. So I'm just trying to make sure that we don't waste anybody's time. For instance, him performing in this PSG team, we don't play this. We don't play like this. We don't play with no 4-3-3. We don't play with no false nine and then the two wingers coming inside and everybody's rotating and flexible positions and everybody's allowed to drift and roam. And we don't play with two flying fullbacks overlapping, giving support to the winger. We don't play like this. So again, as much as everybody's drooling at the Desiree Doués and drooling at the Kvaratskhelia and the Barcolas, and if we could just get one, we don't play this way. We play with the shackles. The fullbacks are on shackles. They're into centre back. They're into midfield. There's no overlap. You're on the touchline. You got chalk on your boots. It's different. It is different. I'd like to think individual brilliance would obviously open the doors, but I'm just not trying to ruin any more assets, any more players. To be honest, do you think people aren't giving Villa a chance? Okay, well, I'm running a poll, and Villa have got they've got a 19% chance according to the poll. So keep getting your votes in. I would definitely give Villa a chance because Villa are at home in the second leg. I think Villa have got a very good team. I think you can't underestimate Emery's influence here and his understanding of Europe and the way that he always seems to get, strong results and win these competitions. What he's done with Villarreal, Sevilla, etc. So it's a good game. And also, let's not overdo it with PSG. PSG have still got to prove a little bit, They're still got to prove that they're one of the elite teams in Europe. They've wrapped up the French league, so now it's all eggs in this basket. They've got very talented players, but there's still an element of, can you prove yourself in the latter rounds? Can Dembele still continue to step up? He's been a bit part at Barca, He's now having his best season of his since maybe Dortmund days. There's young players, the midfield, Neves, It's interesting. Let's see how it goes. It's I was very impressed with Mendes against Salah. Obviously, he was incredible in the Liverpool tie. Donnarumma's always got a moment in him, good or bad. So there's still question marks. They're not some, they're not some renowned team that just handle business every single Champions League campaign. They haven't won it. So you're coming up against a team that are just as maybe nervous and feel the pressure and all that. Yeah, so man, let's see. I'd probably make... I'd probably... who would I make? I'd make PSG slight favourites. Yeah, I'd make PSG favourites. I'd probably go with like PSG 60%, Aston Villa 40%. They've got Onana on the bench, Villa as well. It's a stacked squad. It's very stacked. Yeah, but listen, you see PSG, they got one of the best squad builders in the world in Luis Campos building their young squad. So don't compare what we do and what they do, right? They didn't spunk, money on Desassi and then play a high line. They didn't spunk money on Mudryk and then, I don't even know where that brother is right now. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same. It's not the same. They don't spunk hundreds of millions on 18-year-olds and put them all about the globe and try to do development plan with no loan for Washington. They don't do that. So please don't compare. If Luis Campos was in charge of my project, oi, I'd probably have Elise at my club, and I'd probably be living the best life. Do you know what I mean? There's levels to the game. That guy is elite. That guy is very, very elite. Did it with Lille, did it with Monaco, doing it with PSG. But I think with PSG, you got to grade them on a curve, because PSG need to do it in the Champions League before you've taken them to the next level. They win Ligue 1 every season. They always dominate France. Doesn't matter who the sporting director is. If you do it in the Champions League, then it's a different conversation. Then it's different. Let's see. Second goal. The second goal, bro. Do you know what it is, yeah? It's just shock. Like, the first goal, that was already incredible as it was. But the second one is like, you're just thinking in your head, there's no way man's doing it again. There's no way man is doing that again. And the power, the accuracy that he hit that with just sent me into overdrive. It sent everybody into overdrive. People are saying that is potentially the best free kick in Champions League history. Now, Messi against Liverpool's the other one. Everybody's like, hold on, slow your horses. But the fact that it's even being spoken about as, you know, it's definitely going to be top three, right? Bruh. You have every right to lose your mind when you see a goal like that. And like I said, it's not like as if we're numb to those goals. We don't get those goals. We don't get that level of thunder bastard into the top corner and on a regular basis. We don't get it on a weekly basis. We don't get it on it doesn't even feel like a monthly basis. So when it happens and it's in that occasion and it's the second time, bruh, couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. Let's see. Yeah, PSG got a lot of. I was very interested when they signed Kvaratskhelia. I was very interested into how they was going to make it work, because I was like, you've already got two wingers that are handling business, right? And then I remembered this brother don't play with a striker. This brother doesn't play with a striker, so he just wants only floaters. He just wants only techie floaters all over the front three. He don't play with a striker. Ramos is on the bench. Who is the other striker? Muani is on loan at Juventus. He's not interested in a striker. Doesn't care for it. Let's see what's going on in here. But yeah, this is a big game, man. This is a big game, because it looks like the winner of this is going to play Arsenal. And if that is the case, I don't care what's going on the other side of the draw. That semi-final there, because really what you're talking about is three teams. If we're assuming Arsenal go through and Real Madrid are out and they've really done it, you're talking about three teams in Arsenal, PSG, and Villa. Whoever gets to the final out of those three is historic. They've not been to a catalogue of Champions League finals, and none of them, well, Villa have won it, but let's be honest, if Villa win it, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. If Villa win the Champions League, we gonna talk. So any one of them three that win it, that's crazy. It's an Mbappe-less PSG. It's an Mbappe, the first year that Mbappe's not at PSG and they win the Champions League, oh my God. That's a problem. You know, Arsenal, we don't even need to discuss. We know it's a problem. The whole of London is kaput if they do it. And Villa, I've never seen what Birmingham looks like, apart from maybe Birmingham City when they beat Arsenal actually in a League Cup final in like 2008 or whatever it was. Maybe that was the last time something mad happened over there. But best believe Birmingham's gonna go off if they win the Champions League. So some serious history is going to get made on that side of the draw. The other side of the draw, I'm thinking, is obviously Barcelona will beat Dortmund. I think out of all of the kind of matchups, I think for me, Barcelona, yeah, it's as good as done before it's even started. Barcelona are going to beat Dortmund over two legs. I've got no doubt about that. They're playing some of the best football in Europe. They've got the Pedris, they've got the Yamals, they've got the goal scorer, Rafinha. You know, he's been banging in the goals for the season. He's ruthless now. they're just too teched out to not handle business. And Dortmund are not having the greatest campaign in Bundesliga. They played in the round of 16, and it was both of the teams that I can't remember who they played, but I knew that fixture. You lot are just biding your time. Whoever goes through out of those two, they will be going out in the next round. And then you got obviously Inter Milan 2-1 win over Bayern. Inzaghi again, finalist against City. Slender 1-0 loss there. Very organized, very street smart, very equipped, very ready, very balanced, very experienced, very good team. Top of Serie A. Yeah, but that side of the draw, I feel like there's more heritage. There's more European heritage, isn't there? So it's like if Barca win it, if Inter win it, treble, Jose Mourinho, Schneider, Stankovic. We've seen it before. This side of the draw, whoo, crazy. This side of the draw is crazy. Inter Milan are not underrated. They are a proper team. I feel like people maybe had them as underrated the first time they got into the final. But now it's like, do we even have them as dark horses? They're just a horse. They're just a horse. They're not a dark horse. They're a horse. They're a whole ass horse. You know what I mean? Like, what's mysterious about them? You know what I mean? We know exactly what they're gonna do. We know exactly how they're gonna set up. They've got firepower up front. They've got a proper good defense. What is there to be surprised about? Inter Milan, top of the league, like I said, won Serie A, absolutely destroyed Serie A last season with 94 points. They're looking for 2 titles in a row. Champions League final a couple years ago. Yeah. It's I think we know about them, man, now. You heard Delap rejected us. Well, I highly doubt that because his other option is Man United. So if he knows what's good for him, he'd slow down there, buddy. But I saw Fabrizio was reporting that he has a release clause of 30 million. So he's just getting cheaper and cheaper by the day. This man was 40 million. Now he's 30 million. Next week, he'll be worth 20 on the release clause. Look, Delap at 30 million in this market, you can't say no. However, my dream scenario would be you move Jackson to left wing. You send Sancho back. So Jackson is your first quote-unquote left wing option because Mudryk is suspended or wherever he is. So you still need a left winger, but you only need 1, not 2. And then you have Delap, and then you don't have to stress and panic in the window because you've signed a striker, but you still are looking in the striker market. Because for me, I'd like to say Delap is the second choice in the Champions League season, stroke third with Jackson. They're kind of, Jackson can play there, but Delap is the option. And then you have an experienced striker up front leading the line for your football club next season that has been around the block and can, stand the test of time and is not going to crack under the pressure. He's not too young to rely on, etc. So that would be my ideal scenario. Sterling can dip. Sterling don't exist in my world. So I'm not saying no to Delap. I'm just not keen on Delap and Jackson next season. Like, I think we should aim for higher because I want a title charge. If you don't want a title charge, you want a top 4 charge, then vamos, But if Isak goes to Liverpool or Osimhen or Gyökeres, I'm not saying these guys are guaranteed to just hit 20 goals, but just understand who you're going up against. Do you know what I mean? Just understand. So, because we got other things to fix as well. It's not even just a striker. We need to look at the defense. Now it's bare people are saying, "Are you welcome? You're welcome. We gave you the 5th spot. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome." Who said my team are getting 5th? You know what I mean? Like, what am I thanking you for? I got to worry about my own team's performance. For 4th, for 5th, for anything. It doesn't matter what you do. It's on us. And that's what worries me the most. We are in control of our own destiny. I'm very worried about the way that we control it, the way that we run it. So I'm not thanking nobody until I actually get the position. Because if I finish 6th and you got the 5 positions, what am I thanking you for? Do you know what I mean? All you did was make it look even more embarrassing than it already is. So for me, I'm going to just focus on if my team are actually going to be handling business. I don't need no favors from nobody. You saw the Rodrigo news. No, I've not. Do I need to go on Twitter, or is everybody doing too much? Because the way everybody's chatting, there's bare news, there's bare things I've not seen. Let me just put this up on Twitter as well, little promo. 20 minutes to kick off, people. Timer will be there. We will be there. Let me see. Rodrigo news. Is he... This is obviously not transfer news. This must be about the second leg and he's available, not available. I don't know. So let me go to Fabrizio. What's he got? Oh, this is what I wanted to say as well. That Onana Matic stuff is crazy. What is going on there with Onana and Matic? Matic took a shot and aimed for the head. I don't feel like it was necessary. I'll be honest. He took a shot and he aimed. It's a headshot. It's a headshot. And I really do feel like before a big European game, the most you do is aim for you aim for a limb. I think everybody understands. You aim for a limb. If you're going to take a shot in a press conference, just shoot someone in the arm, maybe in the leg. But to aim for the head is crazy. There's just no need. I'm not even sure what Onana even said, because it seems like Onana's being hella respectful now on the back end. I don't know. Some of the quotes I'm seeing, they seem very respectful. But you guys let me know what the initial thing was that he said. That shot to the head was unnecessary. Man said you are the worst goalkeeper in Manchester United history. So I suggest you shush. Man did the Saeed on him. He said shush. I've seen Van der Sar. I've seen De Gea. I've seen Schmeichel. I'm not seeing you though. So you could shut your mouth. Listen, that's just added a little bit extra spice to the game. Let's see who wins. If Onana has a masterclass, then, you know, if he has, he cannot afford to have a howler. That's one thing I do know. Onana in that game against Lyon cannot afford to have a howler. He better make sure that he is not the main character. Do not make anything about you in terms of the saving technique. You better lock everything down. Maybe it's a tactic to just shoot him in the head and just see if he bleeds, because if he bleeds out, it's going to be crazy. It's just added an extra bit of spice to the game. It's crazy. Hella rude. He was saying, see, this is the thing. I've seen that then, because I thought you were going to tell me he says something else. He said that Man United are the better team. He said Man United are the favourites or whatever. I don't think that's mad disrespectful. I think that's just him backing his own club. I don't know. Maybe... So people are saying he started it, but this is what I'm saying. He shot... I don't even think he shot him. I think Onana saw Matic in the street and he gave him a little tap. He gave him a little head tap. One of those ones where you just pat someone on top of the head. It's disrespectful, maybe. Maybe you could say it's disrespectful because Lyon, big club, don't talk like that. Shush. However, it's a head tap. It does not need a retaliation of a headshot. I'm sorry. If someone taps you on the head, you do not retaliate with a headshot like that. You do not retaliate with a headshot. So, listen, I don't think that's justified, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Is Mudryk out of prison yet? No, he is not. Mudryk is not out of prison. Mudryk is still behind bars for whatever the hell happened in Ukraine in terms of the extra substances taken. People are like clinging on to news. When are they going to announce it? They're not going to say anything. It's over. It's done. My brother he's gone. You know what I mean? There's no free Mudryk. It's over. He's gone. He's off the grid. He's gone into witness protection. Do you know what I'm saying? He's changed his name. He's dyed his hair. He's not blonde anymore. He's brunette. Yeah? He's not blonde anymore. He's brunette. You won't recognize Mudryk when he comes back. There won't even be a tattoo. It won't even be talent's not enough. It will just say not enough. It will just say not enough. I'm telling you now, you won't recognize that brother. So you better just leave it. Because some of you lot are still like clinging on and it's sad. It's sad to watch. I'll be honest, it's sad to see. Get over it. We have already sent him back. Or Sancho. Well, let's see, man. I think we should send him back. And that's coming from me because I was ready to do the most propaganda. But I'm sorry. I'm not spending 25 million and 180k wages or whatever it is for that. It's just not happening. It's not happening. What Rodrigo news was you saying, bro? Because I've not seen nothing. I've not seen nothing. He's a nice guy, but nice guys, sometimes they finish last. You know, I didn't say Mudryk wasn't a nice guy, you know. But sometimes nice guys finish last. Being a nice guy is not going to cut it. Chilwell's a nice guy. Look at him. Brother's not even in the squad anymore. He ain't even making bench. He's a lovely guy. So I hear. So, nice guy hype. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that press conference. Obviously, some of you guys have probably heard what Maresca's had to say. I'm not really too concerned. It's an away game in the Europa Conference League. It doesn't matter what he really decides in terms of selection. We should be winning that game. If we're not, we're having issues in the second leg. If we're not patterning it. So, all right. Have I missed some? There we are. Okay, I've caught up. Keep voting in the poll. I am gonna close that in a second, but keep voting in the poll. Let me just get the game ready. So I'm guessing this is on Prime again, just like yesterday. Or am I wrong? Surely I'm right. Is this on Prime, guys? Please don't tell me they're gonna overcomplicate this. No, they're not. Good. It is on Prime. All right, cool. Okay, I'll just have to wait then. Let me have a backup ready to go. I will be watching it on Prime, so I will be on time. Don't worry about that. Let me just check. Does anybody give Dortmund any hope? Sorry, in the other game. Not in that particular fixture away, but just in the tie. Does anybody give Dortmund any hope? Anybody give Dortmund any hope? Or is it just wraps? Complete wraps for them? Let me know in the chat. Oh, okay, only Tuesdays on Prime, so it's on TNT. That's so weird, isn't it? They literally picked that game. They said, yeah, we'll take Real Madrid versus Arsenal, but we're not taking any of this other stuff. No one's giving them a shot. Wow. Not surprising. Why is everybody saying, what's going on with Rodrigo, man? Please, let me know. I'm going to give Saeed a ring in a minute as well, see what he's saying for the game. My prediction for this game, I will go over PSG. I think do I keep changing my mind? No, they're at home. So I gave PSG a win at home, I think. I'll give PSG a 2-1 win at home against Aston Villa. I'll give them a 2-1 win. As long as the game is still as long as the tie is not dead after the first leg, I think that would be good for the neutral. Don't need any more dead rubbers. We've already got enough dead games as it is on a weekend. We don't need them in the Champions League as well. Disasi, Renato Vega, Sterling, Felix playing Champions League before Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, Felix played like, what, one game? If that. I don't know why everybody's saying Rodrigo, bro. I really don't. I really don't know why. I'm hella confused. All right, let me give my brother a little ring. Let's see what he's saying. Because actually, I've not spoken to Saeed since Tahat. I think I spoke to him at halftime. But I didn't speak to him after all the anarchy and all the drama. Let me charge my phone. Let's see if he's around. Brother! Last time I was chatting to you, it was 0-0 yesterday.
Bro, 0-0, bro. 0-0.
Bro,
Brother,
what on earth?
I swear down, bro. For me, it's still not sunk in, you know, what Arsenal did. It still hasn't sunk in.
They messed up my whole day today. I'll be honest. I had to go to the gym.
I can bet, bro. They messed up your whole day.
Bro, I was meant to go gym bright and early, go see my cousin. I didn't recover till like 12, 1. I had to go gym way later. Had to cancel on the cousin. I said, yeah, this is it, man. This is not good.
Bro, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta take the rivalry aside here and understand that, you know what, man? Hats off to them, bro.
Bro.
Because they put in an absolute madness performance.
Bro,
Performance, bro. And especially second half as well.
Yeah.
That second half was just unbelievable, bro.
Those are the type of performances that everybody wishes their club. Everybody wishes their club did that against Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Because everybody has to respect you. When you have that type of performance, no one can really chat to you on that match. On that match, no one can chat to you. Everybody has to respect you. Anybody who doesn't respect you looks stupid.
Facts, bro. So I'm just like, you know what, man? I want to see more games like this, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I want to just see football being played in the right way, man. That's what I want to see, man.
Bro.
Football fans first, man.
Bro, who is it? Was it Odegaard and the set piece coach that was saying, "Oh, Rice, you should just cross it."
What?
Did you not see this?
Yeah, set piece and Odegaard told him.
These are the man that are killing the game.
Yeah, facts.
These are the man that are trying to kill the sport.
Spot on. Spot on, bro. You're right, bro.
Because you know what it is? Do you know what it is? They're doing the calculations and they're carrying the 1 over the 2, the fraction, the bid mass, bod mass. They're thinking, you know, in terms of the chances of scoring, it's low from the free kick. But if we do a cross, the percentage goes up by about 24%. These men are killing the sport. Imagine we didn't have those 2 long shots.
Bro.
And it was just the 2 crosses. Oh my God.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. If we didn't have them 2, this whole game, the whole scenario of the game changes, bro. Because that's what made the game. Them 2 free kicks.
Yeah.
They made the game for what it was.
These men are trying to do too much science with the football, man. They need to let the football.
Man. Let players play, man.
Yeah, let the players play, man.
Themselves, man.
Facts.
Come on, man.
Facts. It's the players' game.
It's a players' game.
We're watching to see the players. I'm not watching to see set piece coach stand on the sidelines doing up all this jinky majinky pointing up and down.
I've seen Turkish calling you, man. I've seen it on the AFTV extra clip,
Yeah.
Oh, man called you, you know. Oh,
Bro, of course he did. Because you know what, yeah? This Arsenal Real Madrid game, I said they have 0% chance, bro. I said not even like 1% chance, 99% faith. I said 0% chance. Because you know me, when it comes to the Champions League and Real Madrid and they're playing against teams, I say, yeah, listen. I said 0%. And I didn't just say it and then move on. I hit the table. I made it clear. I said, yo, I went on a rant, bro. I went on a whole spiel.
Bro, I've seen it, man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, though, it ain't over, but for me, they're in a very good position, though. Like, it ain't over because if Real Madrid score in the first 10 minutes, it's game on.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Exactly, AJ. That 100%. I said if Arsenal were to get a goal, you know what I mean, and take it back. I remember trying to shut me down. I said, bro, if they can get a goal, they can believe. That's all I said.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Bro, someone saying in the chat, yeah, we're stuck between being football purists and Arsenal haters. And they're spot on because I smiled. When it went in, I was smiling because obviously as a football fan, you want to see footballers do incredible things. It's the same when Ronaldo scored an overhead kick against Juventus. It's the same as when Gareth Bale scored one scissor kick in the Champions League final. But for a rival to do that to you, you have to do like the top tier shit. You have to do some of the most incredible stuff. You can't just score any old goal. Do you know what I mean? Not any old goal can do that. You got to do the best. And I was like, damn.
You gotta do something incredible.
Exactly. You got to do something incredible where you just stand up and just applaud.
What will be now. Like Liverpool have won their 20th now. Now Man City are where they are. Arsenal are doing their thing. Like, I just want to see good football.
Yeah.
I can just enjoy myself and watch good football. That's what I'm about. Man.
Oh my God.
Like, as much as I want it to be like boring and I want it to be a case of like they go out and whatever. Like, bro, I'd rather it just be like, just give me good football. Whatever happens, happens.
Nah, see, it's not whatever happens for me. They need to leave. They need to go.
Yeah, but bro,
They still need to come out the thing. But it's not even a smile of happiness. It's a smile of embarrassment. It's a smile of anger. I don't know how to say it. Well, you know when you're so angry, you start smiling. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about in the chat.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
You know what I mean? When you're so pissed off, you start smiling. There's something about it. It's a different level of pain.
What's going on there?
It's a different level of pain altogether.
Yeah. No, I agree. I hope Villa win today, though. I hope Villa win today.
Yeah. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully. I mean, this is real vibes tonight. I just want to see good football, goals. If Villa go through, great. If they don't, because I'm thinking, obviously, if Villa go through and set up a semi-final of Arsenal, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's an insane fixture.
I'm not waiting to see that. I want to see PSG. I'm being honest with you.
Or do you? You want to see? But bro, Emery versus Arsenal. You don't want to see that?
Yeah, I could want to see that, but then I'm like, I want to see PSG get their payback and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the big stage. Because I don't think they were ready at the start of the season.
Yeah.
I think they were when they played them. But then again, you're right. Villa, could be a situation there where Unai Emery's had his number a couple of times.
Yeah.
The other ones. So maybe, yeah. Man said Chelsea from Legia Warsaw crashing up. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro.
We're playing Legia Warsaw tomorrow. That's mad. That is mad. We're finished, man.
Bro, I'm watching PSG tonight. I'm watching Real Madrid. I'm watching goals. I'm seeing Martinez outside the right boot at the Allianz Arena. I'm seeing Yamal tonight, Dortmund, and then I got Legia Warsaw tomorrow, bro. Legia Warsaw. Are these men taking a piss?
Back in the day, Legia Warsaw might have been a thing, but right now, yo, man, that is crazy, man.
Oh, bro, the fall off is insane, bro.
Tifo is mad, you know. I don't know what that is. Skull? Like a skull tifo, man. That is crazy. What does it say? Viraj Otentuka. What the heck?
So he's talking some next language. I don't know what he's saying.
That is some madness, man. That's a skull right there, bro.
Oh.
Jeez, man. Man, like, go fuck with taking this project to pieces.
Bro said I'm taking this shit international.
Man said I'm taking this shit international, bro. Damn, man.
Fair enough, bro. Fair play.
Damn, man.
All right.
International.
Oh shit. I'm gonna let you go, bro, because we're about to kick off. But
Bro, always, man.
I'll chat to you at half time, maybe.
Glad to see these people, man.
Big up.
bro.
Big up, bro. In a bit. Guys, we just have to enjoy the day. But next week, we gonna pull up. Next week, we pulling up. I'll be honest, we're pulling up. Nah, I'm not hate watching Man United tomorrow. I got my own game. We're playing tomorrow. What time is Man United kicking off? Listen, who are Man United even playing? Who are you lot even playing? Leon? Yeah, you're playing Leon. What time are you kicking off? You're probably kicking off at the same time as my game. I can't be doing that. No. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You gotta be doing important things. I'll be very honest. You've got to be doing important things. You're not there yet. You're in the quarterfinal of the Europa League. This is a trophy that my club won twice, so they didn't even have to stretch. We're the early game. That's calm. I'm not going to do a double back-to-back because I'll watch the Man United game, but I'm not streaming it because I got the Chelsea game, do the review, Big 6 at 10:30. I can't be doing Man United as well and just going the whole way through. I got to eat. I got to make sure I get my calories in. I'm on, it's very important that I balance. So, but you lot are in the quarterfinal of the Europa League. I'm sorry, it doesn't hit the same. You need to be getting to a minimum semi-final before we start paying attention to your asses. You lot, There is no hate watches for Man United this season unless you are in the final, semi-finals at best. You lot are too dead this season to be hate watching. Same as Tottenham. You man are too dead. Bottom half of the league, foolishness. Too dead. Too dead. Far too dead. You got to be doing something significant to be getting hate watched. Do you know what I mean? Can't be out here just doing foolishness. And if you win the Europa League, what is that really? What is that really? It's not really that deep. I'll be honest. It's not that deep. I don't want you to win it, but it's not that deep. If Arsenal win the Champions League, that's the kind of thing where I'm booking flights. That's the kind of thing where I'm leaving the continent. I'm going far, far away. I might go Machu Picchu. You know what I mean? I might go Peru. So this is levels. If you lot win the Europa League, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not even going to the shops. I'm not even going down the road. I'm staying in my house. I'm doing my usual routine. If you win the Europa League, I'm sticking to my routine. I'm dead ass. I'm sticking to my routine. I'm not doing anything. But I will watch the game though. I'm watching it for Turkey. Watch it for Lacazette. Bro, if you win the Champions League, I'm talking to Elon Musk. I'm seeing if I can get on the next rocket ship. I'm out of here. I'm more than happy to go to Pluto, Mars, Jupiter. I don't care. I'm gone. All right, I got the game up, so I'm going to get the timer on screen. I would love to hate watch Man United, you know. I used to hate watch Man United when I was younger. When you lot were winning 3 titles in a row. When you lot were in the Champions League final beating us in Moscow. When you guys were doing shit, you know what I mean? When you were doing serious things that were impacting my life. Then I was there. But you got to earn the right to be hate watched. You can't just be hate watched just because. Nah, man. You got to earn it. No one was hate watching my club when we finished 12th. I know that for free. No one cared. No one cared. Right. So I will put this timer up on 2 minutes. I have got the PSG game up. I'm just waiting to sync up. But this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, people. I can't believe it's not on Amazon Prime, man. These men are picking and choosing what they want to cover. I'm going to go through that chat in just a second. I've closed the poll. PSG currently in possession. Time is it? Right. Let's go. PSG, what do you have for me? Well, actually, really, Aston Villa, what do you have for me? Who do you so if there's Arsenal fans in the chat, if there's any fans in the Premier League who have been watching, obviously them frequently, who do you think is the better matchup in the semi-final then? Would you rather PSG go through? Would you rather Aston Villa go through? Tactically, systematically, who do you think's better to go into the semis? What matchup do you want? Obviously, in the other one, we're going to get Barcelona probably versus Inter. So that's pretty much already done. Shot coming in. High and wide. Oh, damn. I'm going to be slightly off with the timer. Got distracted. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo that. Shot high and wide, Dembele. PSG, you're saying you want PSG. Arsenal fans want... You think Villa will be easier, but you want PSG. Arsenal surely would prefer Villa. I just think Villa is an insane matchup. Because when was the last time we had 2 English teams going up against each other in the semi-finals? Do you remember that year where we had Chelsea versus Liverpool and we had Arsenal versus Man United? That was the best. That's not the real time I'm changing it. That was the best. That was the best. That was the very best. Must have been 2008, right? Oh, so good. So good. We used to have Arsenal versus Liverpool quarterfinals, I think, as well. Yeah, it was great. Great viewing. So I would like an all-English semi-final. I just want to see that level of stress. And obviously 2 teams that know each other very well. It would be interesting. But I miss those days, man. When we used to play Liverpool in the Champions League, those were some of my favourite fixtures. I used to actually want the English teams in the Champions League because it's an extra thing on it. Not only are you in the latter round, but then you're also playing a team that there's that rivalry with, you know, the bragging rights. So if you get like a we didn't get enough of these games. I don't think we haven't had Arsenal in the Champions League knockout since Wayne Bridge at Highbury. These are the games I want. I think these are the best. We obviously had City in the final of the Champions League. That was great. But Liverpool, the original top four, Liverpool, I got the timer. Liverpool, Man United or Arsenal, those are the top three you want in the Champions League for me. Obviously, if you don't win, you're screwed. But that's part of the fun. That is part of the fun. Go on. Cutting in. PSG have started strong. Shot saved by Martinez. Saved by Martinez. We play early tomorrow. All right, don't worry. I'm going to set the stream up. I'll set the stream up and I will make sure that I got it on the right time. That's good. I'm glad we play early because I need a bit of a gap before Big Six because I'm getting cooked. So I need some time. How early are we playing? What time? Sorry, what time's kickoff in the UK tomorrow for the Chelsea game, guys? Let me know in the chat. Is that like a 5 o'clock? 5 something? How many times am I going to bail on my cousin, man? I just assumed we was playing late, but we're not. Of course we're not, because it's in Poland. So they're, a few hours ahead. Yamal nearly scored. I'll get the Barcelona game up, actually. I've got the ability to, so I don't know why I'm not doing it. All right, cool. I got the Barca game up. Let me get it up here, and then let me see if I can get the chat up here. So I can go full screen both games, and then have the chat, and then we really cooking. So, yeah, I just saw your Miles shot. Good save. I'll keep you up to date with that. Oh, this is going to die. The battery's low. All right, the battery's a bit low. This iPad always just dies, man. The battery doesn't last 2 seconds. Cut back. Oh, what a save from Lewandowski's shot. Barcelona almost took the lead. Almost took the lead. PSG in possession. Great save from Kobel. Great save. Hakimi's down this right-hand side. Dembele out for a corner. Aston Villa just had to defend the first 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. Good save. Very, very good save. Corner for PSG. Taking it short. Oh, that's a very good bit of football. Kvaratskhelia is cutting on the left foot. Oh, he's going to stand up as well. And the shot saved by Martinez. Because initially, as Dortmund clear, initially, it looked like Kvaratskhelia was going to get a penalty for his good work. And I'm not going to lie, yeah, you're cutting it close. You're cutting it very close. I think it's Kamara. He just leaves a leg in. He doesn't get the ball. And then he takes his leg out away quickly. And he's lucky that Kvaratskhelia kind of stayed honest and didn't go over and dive or fall. It may have been a penalty, but some people maybe will say in the chat it's a penalty anyway. Should have dived, should have fell. But yeah, should have gone down exactly. So he was a bit too honest. But it's a great save, though, from Martinez again. It's a good start to this game. Yeah, he just stays honest. He gets up. You can't really appeal after getting up like that. You're not going to get the pen. Should have gone down maybe if you wanted it. But yeah, PSG off to a very good start. Very, very good start. But I guess it's what do you want? Do you want honesty from the players, or do you want them to just, you know what I mean, go for it with the rules? Left side. Yeah, that's the thing. The referees don't really award. They don't award honesty. You know what I mean? So if you don't go down, and that's why the managers will tell you, if you don't go down, you're not getting it. Who are you being honest for? Personal pride, yourself, your family, fair, but we're not going to get what we need. We need the penalty, mate. PSG have started this at a nice tempo. They know they got to win this game at home. Their ultras will demand they perform at home as well. All good reverse pass. PSG play some lovely football, you know. The way that they pass it amongst each other is just very clean. Very techie team. Here he is on the left. He started so brightly. Oi, he's twisting and turning. He's cutting in. Oi! Oh, shot blocked. And the ball in again. How have they got a free run on this player from Napoli? Not a single club wanted to compete for his signature. At what, 60 million? It's a downright disgrace that nobody competed with PSG for his signature. Because everybody's too busy spunking money that they don't know what to do with on Hairlines and Antonys and Mudriks and all these players. Now when the real ballers are ready, you're not ready with the money. You're not ready with the money. How has nobody paid for him? I don't know how Arsenal didn't pay for him on that left wing. I don't know how. I know how Chelsea ain't got the money. Man United ain't got the money. It's crazy when a good player comes about. This is why you got to stop splashing on foolishness and be ready for market opportunity, like you said. Because you never know when these fantastic opportunities are going to come about because someone's unsettled or they had a falling out. You need to make sure that you got a bit of room for that. You got to make sure you got a bit of room. It's like you got to have some savings. You got to have some money in your bank account for a rainy day or even a sunny day. If a Merc or a Beamer is 80% off at the car shop, you'd like to think that you could go in and get it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want to have no money. You'd want to make sure that you're ready to go and capitalize off such a opportunity. These guys, man, how can you be broke? Tuchel. Yeah, I saw Tuchel, yeah. Nah, Man United have to hold that because they're the ones that are moving mad as well in the market. It's Chelsea and Man United that they just don't know how to chill. They spent so much money, like, and then someone like that is available and you don't even have the resources to get them. It's just crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Tottenham, he would have rejected them, so there's no point in bringing them up. Man City, they can be excused because they've done 4-peat. And then Liverpool, I'm not used to really them splashing anyway. They're top of the league, so here's what it is. Yeah, it's mad. Got to save money for a sunny day. That's what I'm going to call it. Not a rainy day, a sunny day. Got to save money for a sunny day. Here's McGinn. Ooh. No, we need to just pay the 5. McGinn. Trying to rampage through the midfield. Let's go on. Still 0-0 in the Barca game as well. Yeah. I don't know what you lot were cooking with your transfers. United is all over the shop last few years. 12 minutes gone. Ball's coming into the box. Donnarumma, he's making a show of himself. He's having a moment. Donnarumma's trying to have one of his moments. Overcompensate. Like, that ball has gone so high and wide. There's no need really for you to be coming out that far of your goal to come and claim that cross. I don't know if your defense will thank you for it. Gets away with it a little bit because could have been a empty goal to tap into on the header. Mendes. Where does Mendes rank as left backs in the world for you guys? Top 3? Let me know in the chat. I was so impressed with him against Liverpool, man. Ridiculous performance. Ball carrying, passing, everything. Defending, complete. And he's only 22, 23. Saying top 5. Who are the left backs that are better than him? I'm thinking in the Prem. Prem's going well. Prem's at a weird place. I don't think there's any world class left backs in the Prem, but there are some very good ones. You got some really good ones, but you don't have any world class ones. Bro, Balde, Jesus, yeah, you're right. He's right up there. He's right up there. Lewis Skelly. Are we saying Lewis Skelly's definitely a left back? Because I know he's playing at the moment, but obviously he was in midfield last night quite a lot, and he might still move to midfield in the future. So I don't know, like Vardiel, DeMarco. DeMarco's more of a wing back though, isn't it? At Inter. Alphonso Davis. It's interesting. These keepers, they are very ready to get involved. They're very ready to get involved. They're not leaving nothing on the table. Even things that are none of their business, they're ready to get involved. So front-footed, these keepers, ready to engage with everything. Sometimes they're going to get it right, they might get it wrong, but they're engaging regardless. They're engaging. I can see these keepers giving away a penalty. I can see them being the hero. I can see them making a mad error. I can see them doing a mad save. They're just ready to be involved. Maybe it's to keep themselves concentrated. I don't know. Where do you think Chelsea will place this season? It's a good question. No one gets injured. No one important. I think they can sneak. I think they can just about by the skin of their teeth, if everybody stays fit, they can get that 5th spot. But I'm not confident we're going to finish 4th. I think 5th now. 5th or 6th. If everybody's fit, I'll say 5th. Any big names get injured. Caicedo's, Palmer's. Ain't looking good. If they're going to get 4th, they're going to need to win their next 3 games, which I'll believe it when I see it. Do you know what I mean? You got to win your next 3 games. Everton, Fulham, Ipswich. But yeah, I'm not really too fussed now where they place. Just get the Champions League. Just get the Champions League football. Because wherever you place, it's unlikely I'm going to be overly impressed. Unless you're planning on going on a winning run during those difficult games, then obviously I'll be very impressed. But I don't think that's going to happen. So it's going to be enough points dropped where, it's going to be a bit of a slog. Free kick for PSG. Big up, brother. You're at work. I see you. Man City fan. Free kick now. PSG, good area. Could they get a good... Nope, they've taken it short. And long shot straight down. Straight down the middle for Martinez. Hakimi's strike slipped whilst he struck it as well. Yeah, big slip. Aston Villa are doing what they need to do right now. I think it's and also, like I said, they got firepower on the bench. So PSG for me were always going to dominate possession with the midfield that they have: Vitinha, Neves, Fabian Ruiz. Based upon what we watched in the last round as well against Liverpool, a far better team than Villa. So they were always gonna look to dominate possession, and I think Villa are more than happy to let them dominate possession. They got Rashford up front. He'll play on the counter on the transition. He'll look to make the runs in behind the defense. They've just got to be laser sharp focused. They got to make sure that they're not making any silly mistakes. And like I said, if you lose this game by a goal, There's no away goals. You lose this game by a goal, you take them back to Villa Park. I think that's a good result. You got to bet on yourself, bank on yourself at home to win the game. So this is so far so good for Villa. They haven't conceded. Yes, PSG have had chances. Yes, they've been on top, but that's expected. More than expected. Yeah, it's a big test for Digne and Cash. Yeah, 100%. Let's see. Fuck, Lucas Digne. I was just about to say Lucas Digne at Everton wasn't known for necessarily being the greatest of defenders. He's got a nice free kick on him. He's a great crosser of the ball going forward. But defensively, Lucas Digne at Everton, it was kind of like, are you really good enough to go to a top team? That challenge there, and I think he's booked. So late, so rash, didn't read the dribble, bang, free kick. Hard work. I'm sure Maatsen at some point will come on in the second half just because those fullbacks are going to get serious work tonight. PSG are going to work them. Dembele, like we said, pull out wide as well. Fullbacks, if you're up against PSG, your fullbacks are getting work. You're getting worked. Serious work. And then the substitution, Barcola will be fresh off the bench. They're taking all their set pieces short, but they've put that one in, headed away. All the set pieces are short. I'm not sure what the height is of this PSG team, but now that I think about it, there's no one in that front three that's aerially dominant. There's nobody, apart from maybe Fabian Ruiz in that midfield, that's pretty aerially dominant for set pieces. So you're just looking at defense. Not really expecting nothing from the fullbacks. Yeah, probably makes sense to just go short. Committing too many fouls. You know a Luis Enrique team when you're watching one. You know what I mean? Short passes, lots of interchanging, lots of rotations, lots of control. I'm kind of surprised Colomwani was not kept and Ramos was the one that was moved on. But then maybe he's looking for a plan B. I don't know, just to have it in the back pocket. But I feel like Colomwani probably should suit Enrique's style more than Ramos. Well, I don't know. Need to see more from Ramsey and Rodgers. Just drawing a foul there. Disasi's on the bench. All right, so PSG are on it now. They're coming forward. Dembele. What's he got? There's no one in the box. Nobody in the penalty box for PSG. Everybody just hanging around the edge. Oh, shot over the bar. There's not enough numbers in the box for PSG. When Dembele get it wide, when these wingers are squaring up the fullbacks and they're looking now in the box for options for cutbacks, there's just nobody there. You got three midfielders that are kind of just hanging on the edge of the area looking for those 25-yarders. And then you got no box presence because they're all floating and they're all drifting out wide to go and square up. So that is the only thing with this system is you don't really have a focal point. You don't expect Aston Villa to lose a single aerial duel in that box today. Everything's very intricate. PSG. And right now, Aston Villa are pretty happy to let them shoot. They trust Martinez to say, do you know what? We're not going to step forward out of our box. We're not going to start leaving gaps because that's where Liverpool struggled. They couldn't really decide where they should follow someone into the half space, stay on their defensive line. So they started doing both and things got very complicated. Midfielders started getting dragged out wide. I remember Szoboszlai was playing in a 10, so he wasn't really getting into that deeper part of midfield and cutting out things, which I found very strange from Slot. But right now, Villa, they're saying, this is our line. We're going to be in the box defending. If you want to do your cutbacks for shots from distance, that's no problem. PSG have had plenty of shots from distance. They're just letting them have it and they trust Martinez to make the save. So far, so good. Apparently, Barcelona have scored. Let me see if I can get there before. Oh, I might miss it. Let's see. Oh, no, I'm here. Barcelona, let me tell you what happens. Barcelona, they have scored, according to the chat. Let's see how they got the goal. They got a free kick I'm seeing on the edge of the area. They're going to whip it in. It's an in-swinger. Ball in. Back post header. Oh! Very, 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 very much a fox in the box finish. Fox in the box finish from the defender, I think. Is it? Yeah. It's a good goal. It's a good goal. What on earth was that shot from? Is that McGinn? Jesus. Yeah, 1-0 to Barca. Let's just see this again. Oh, they're checking for offside for Rafinha. Oh, please don't tell me you fucking touched that. Hey, because I think it's going in anyway. It is, definitely. But he's... Oh, my God, you greedy bastard. Rafinha. So this ball is going in. It's going in. There's no doubt. You can't play it off like you don't know. But if Rafinha's offside, he's just done a nanny on Ronaldo for Portugal. He's just stopped that being a goal because he felt the need to get on the end of it and make it his goal. And he might be slightly offside. So Barcelona's goal, I don't know if they're going to check it, but it looks offside to me. And I am blind. So I just say with an asterisk, I might be incorrect. I am blind. But Rafinha, if that doesn't count, you look a fool. And you're the captain as well. It's not a great look. How greedy. How greedy. Listen, I don't think that's going to count. It looks offside to me. I don't know what you guys think in the chat, but that looks slightly offside. It looks like his foot was just slightly offside. He's just basically done the defending for Dortmund. There's no need to touch that. It's going in. Why are you taking the goal off the kid anyway? You've had enough goals. This is where the individuals start to get a little bit too hungry. You know what I mean? He's taking the goal off the kid. Let's see if it's counting though. I think it might. Is it ruled out? Yep. No. Let me know. Is it? It counts? Oh, he's lucky. He's a lucky boy. He's a lucky boy, Rafinha. I'm telling you, he's lucky because it's close. It's very, very close. They've given it. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it was slightly off, but he's got away with it. He's got away with that one because that was very close. That was close. Yeah, he's got away with it. PSG goes short again from the corner. They're not putting a single set piece into that box today. Who takes the free kicks for PSG? Is it Kvaratskhelia? Must be. Oh fuck! Aston Villa, man. I don't think Aston Villa have had any shots on goal because the only time I remember Donnarumma doing something was when he was obviously coming out to claim that cross. But they've had a shot actually. They had McGinn shoot high and wide for no reason. Like 30 yards, nowhere near the goal. But yeah, Aston Villa really struggling to get out their half, really struggling to sustain attacks, really, really struggling. It's all PSG, all one-way traffic in this first 27 minutes, 28 minutes. PSG very patient, biding their time. They're not doing anything that doesn't suit them. They're not throwing the ball willy-nilly into the box with no aerial threat. They just keep the ball, keep rotating a couple of players in the different positions and just looking for gaps. But they're all very comfortable taking it. Ball to feet. Oh my goodness. Aston Villa, man. It's like 11 men behind the ball. They can't get out. They cannot get out. Where's Rashford? Has Rashford touched the ball? I'm going to check how many touches Rashford's had. I'm going to check because I need to know. This is information I need to know. Ball into the box, cleared. Sorry. I'm just checking the touches, but there's nothing happening just yet. PSG still hovering around. So Rashford has had 6 touches. 6 touches for Rashford. And it's not his fault. He's starving up there. He's not getting no service, like none. He's just up there. Like he's basically not even out there. He basically may as well not even be on the pitch. Let's see now. Counter-attack. Right, now they've given it to Rashford. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Good for Rashford. Good for Rashford, man. Man's just over, he's over doubled them touches there. Beautiful. If I was Rashford, I'd be taking the smallest of touches, bro. Listen, when he received that ball, he said, yo, I'm going to milk the shit out of this because it's half an hour. I'm going to make sure, you know them ones, you take the smallest of touches like this, like Sancho, like that. Giddy up, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you. If that was me, I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, yo, I am not seeing this ball again for another 10 minutes. I'm going to make sure that I enjoy the touch. I'm enjoying this. Because really, can you imagine? You're out there half an hour, PSG, you've had 6 touches in 30 minutes. Just deep that. We say these things like it's just off the cuff, it's normal. Imagine playing a game of football, 30 minutes have gone and you've had 6 touches. Like, you're just doing cardio. You're just on the treadmill. You know what I mean? You're just doing cardio session. You're just running, doing marathon for no reason. It's crazy. It's not nice. It's not nice at all. Imagine Aston Villa Arsenal final. That's impossible. That's impossible, brother, because if Aston Villa go through over two legs, they'll be playing Arsenal in the semi-final if they go through in the second leg as well. So there will be no final between those two teams. We're looking at most likely Barcelona or Inter Milan versus Arsenal or one of these teams. Can you imagine if you got a Barcelona-Arsenal repeat from the, obviously, final where Sol Campbell scored? I think it was 10 men, and then Eto'o. Was it Belletti? Yeah. Imagine if you rerun that one. Ooh, you know what I mean? That could be one as well. That's something that's already been done. That could be a repeat. There's a lot of storylines, a lot of subplots going on. I don't remember no referee robbery, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was too. How old was I? I don't know, man. I don't know if I remember that one still. It's a good. Barcelona have always. They've never had, crazy decisions in their favor. They didn't send off a whole Van Persie at the Camp Nou because he couldn't hear the whistle. They didn't disgrace Didier Drogba and give, no penalty to Chelsea out of 7 attempts. They're not corrupt at all. What are you talking about? Barcelona Champions League corruption? It doesn't exist. They've always been straight and narrow. Great referee decisions, yeah. Great stuff. If you do get your lick back, I can relate because I remember when we beat them in the semi-final, Torres and the Gary Neville fucking went off on one, and yeah, that was revenge. And that was the best revenge we could get in their own backyard as well. Same as they did to us, semi-final, same as did it to us. Yeah, revenge is sweet. 32 minutes gone. Bro, Gary Neville climaxed, fam. Let's just call it what it is. That brother climaxed. When Fernando Torres scored that second goal, that brother went to a different place. He went to a different place. You know what I mean? I don't know what was going on. I really don't. 33. People are telling me things. Don't really believe them, though. I'll be honest. Martinez playing out the back. Oh, that's a loose ball. Oh, too many touches from Nuno Mendes. McGinn coming forward on the right-hand side. Nice ball out. Oh, that's a lovely pass. Oh, it's across the box. Oh, Aston Villa have taken the lead. Oh, my word. That is out of absolutely nowhere. They have not done anything in this game. Rodgers has put Aston Villa ahead at the Parc des Princes. Not a single attack has been sustained up until this point. And these men have managed to come with the biggest shithouse you've ever seen in your life and take the lead here in this game where they've had none of the ball, no attacks, no shots on Donnarumma's goal. This is the first time he's really been called into action and he's picking the ball out of his own net. Brilliant play, brilliant counter. Everybody made the right pass. Everything was perfectly weighted. Everybody made the right decision. It all started with Nuno Mendes giving away possession to McGinn, out to Rashford, over to Tielemans, cut across, rather, for Rodgers. And it is just as good as it gets on the away day trail for Aston Villa and their supporters in that away. And the limbs is crazy. You can see it. That is a big, big goal in this game. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Listen, that's kind of mad because I don't understand where that's come from. They haven't done anything to deserve it. Apart from maybe the fact that they're hanging in there and they're still in the game and they haven't conceded. Fair play. But that is so random for them to take the lead. That is so random for them to take the lead. My days. Very, very random. I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to lie. I did not see that one coming. I thought, listen, PSG are going to just break them down at some point. They might get the odd goal. Maybe PSG get a 1-0 win or, but Aston Villa looked like they just had nothing to offer in the attack apart from that moment. But this is the thing with Villa. Even though they have done nothing up until this point, they have quality in their team. So they can do something. They can mess you up. Give them the opportunity and they can do something. There is quality in that team and there's quality on the bench. So PSG have been warned. That's stunned. I know that's stunned. The game's the game. That's such a, Prince Williams he's lost his marbles. You know what I mean? That is very much the game is the game type of goal. Proper shithousery right there. You got to take pride in it. You got to take pride in it. There's got to be, there's got to be two sides to the coin. Oh, wow. Nuno Mendes, you better wake up because they're coming for you. They're coming for you on that side. Rodgers again. One of the best ball carriers in England. Just dribbling and carrying past Nuno Mendes. Yeah, bro, Rodgers is a little bit of a different specimen, isn't it? Brother's built like a brick, man, just rolling around players and bullying people and all sorts. Crazy stuff. With that kind of dribbling and carrying, you'd think he'd be a winger, but this man's ready to do this in the middle of the pitch, in the central positions. Apparently, Guirassi's missed an absolute sitter as well in the game against Barcelona. Oh, that's a shocking cross. Is that McGinn? Who is that? No, it's Cash. That's a shocking cross, man. Come on. That's the first time you've even gone in that half of the pitch. Better delivery. I think this has only made the game better, in my opinion. Because PSG are just going to get more. I mean, it's the first leg. It's the first half. But PSG, the more they throw people forward, the more desperate they may get, the more opportunities Villa will get as well. And then it just sets it up for fun. But yeah, very, very... Oh, right-hand side, PSG. Right-hand side. Oh, nice little chop. Dembele. Oh, where's he going? Oh! Whoa, Martinez, you need to relax. I thought he let that one in. I really thought he let that one in. And that was one of those big goalkeeper moments that we spoke about at the start of the game where these goalkeepers, they got such big characters. They're ready to do something very right or very wrong. He nearly let that slip. Nuno Mendes on the edge. I thought he was just going to let that go underneath him. Cutting in. Shot. Ah! Oh, the celebration as well. Oh, he's very cold, isn't he? Oh, it's very unnecessary. Oh, it's very cold. What a finish. Oh, my days. We are getting screamers in the Champions League. Aye, aye, aye. Oh, bonjour. Un, deux, trois. Je m'appelle confused. Mes amis. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Whoa. Yo. The backlift. This is what we need to discuss. The backlift on this shot. He has not really got a lot to aim for because the ball's going away from him. And he's got someone on him as well that he's holding back. He's holding him back. So he's got to generate that power, scoop the ball from under his feet with someone on him against the goalkeeper with a big frame like Martinez, where you've really got to put that in the top upper echelons of the net. You can't be out here hitting that in the safe zone, you know, going for the top corner, but not quite. That is a serious strike. That kid is really, really talented. And I know people would have told me before, oh, I wanted him at Chelsea, but I like him. Hey, listen. Young talent blocks young talent. When you sign 7 young talents in the wing position, you don't get to sign an 8th because they have brain cells and they say, I'm not going to get any game time, or you don't prioritize me, so I'm not going there. So that's on you. Do you know what I mean? You have to hold that as well. You can't want Madueke, Mudryk, and this guy too. It don't work like that. But that's an incredible finish. That's an incredible finish. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hello, Sky. What are you saying, brother? You better make an apology. Bro, yeah, I'm not apologizing to no one because it's the same people that wanted, Nusa from Norway. They want Mudryk. They were gassed when we got him. They want Madueke. We have Esteval. How many wingers do you want? Quendes, when we got Quendes from Sporting. How many wingers do you want? You can't have all of them. I told you this. I said you can't buy them all. And you said, nah, we can. And you realized you can't. So there you go. You should have been more selective. You should have been more picky. If you go into the sweet shop and you eat all the sweets, you're going to feel sick. And now you do. You should have left some space in the squad. You know what I'm saying? Should have left some space in the squad. What a finish. What a finish. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Sign 8 kids. And the 9th one actually was meant to be the one? Damn, that's just unfortunate. You know what I mean? You mean to tell me this time the wolf is actually there? Well, should not have cried wolf 10 times in a row. You know what I mean? That's your fault. That's a great finish, though. That's a great finish. Yeah, you pick and mix, bruv. You know what I mean? Some of the sweets are going to be good, but you got to pick and mix. So, I don't know what you're complaining. I don't know what you're complaining for. He would have rejected our ass anyway. You know what I'm saying? Would have rejected our ass anyway, bro. Got to be more selective. I said it. When you sign young players onto 8-9 year deals, where's the space? Where's the balance? Where's the space? It doesn't exist. Here's PSG, Kvaratskhelia. Oh. Just enjoy the fact that he's having a good career somewhere else and we're going to get to watch him actually reach his potential. Look at it like that. Oh, PSG have upped the ante. They've taken that corner very quickly. Here he is again, the kid. Oh, he's testing the fingertips of Martinez. I love to see ballers ball. I really do. Look at him again. Oh, and he's slapped it over the bar. Listen, there's too much talent to go around. You just got to let some of them flourish. You just got to let them enjoy their lives. Wow, wow, wee. Wow, wow, wee. Listen. This is going to be a good game. Of course they're not. It's PSG. Of course not. But listen, I could watch that strike all day long. Off the bar and in. Backlift. He's hit it so hard, he's fallen over whilst he's hit it. Man said, I'm not leaving anything to chance. I am slapping this as hard as my hamstrings will allow, you know? That was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. Great goal. Great goal. Nah, exactly. They won't sell him now. Maybe he wanted to play Champions League football. You don't know what that kid's requirements were. He might have said, listen, I want to play Champions League, not Conference League. What are you going to do then? Ball in. Oh, cleared. You can't catch them all. It's not Pokemon, fam. Oh, here we go. Oh. This is why you got to get Luis Campos. We could talk about individuals as much as we like. There's always going to be more individuals. But who is running the show? Who is calling the shots? Who is making the decisions? That's what you need to talk about. Because he falls right in line with the requirements, his age, his wage, right? So like I said, and I said it prior, whatever restrictions are placed upon us, you can still do better with those restrictions if you make the right decisions. Not saying it's going to all be rosy and fantastic, but you can make better decisions. So don't worry about the individual that we missed out on. Worry about who's leading. And that is Luis Campos. Luis Campos is the problem. That's what we need. Because then next time we don't miss out. What a fantastic goal. Look at this now. This game's opened right up. We got 2 minutes until halftime. This is a great game. If you ain't watching it, put it on your TV because now we got some action. PSG have kind of almost, they feel insulted that they went 1-0 down. They're taking it personally. Now they're starting to play at a really good tempo and they're really committing. They were a little bit more patient. I think now they're in a hurry. You know, they're in more of a hurry now since that Aston Villa goal. Yeah. Brilliant. I'm glad the first half's got a couple of goals. It's needed. Sky. We all have ones that got away. I didn't get Elise. You didn't get this guy. We all have the ones that got away. We can all be in pain. Halftime? Well, halftime. Halftime. Good football. Really good football from PSG. Obviously, Aston Villa are playing their part in terms of the B side, defensive, low block, counter-attack, which has not even been that prevalent, but they've had it and they've scored from it. But I've enjoyed that first half, and it's very difficult to not enjoy football when you're watching PSG right now, when you're watching a Luis Enrique side that really has got so many weapons, whether it's through the middle, whether it's out wide, whether it's them doubling up on your fullback. Everybody's first touch is on point. Everybody's pass is perfectly weighted. Everybody's got a dribble on them. Everybody's ready to commit a man. PSG are a very fun team to watch. I'll say that much. They're a very fun team to watch. That's an Aston Villa low block that is not, it's not easy. They're not making it easy. Aston Villa are a very good side in the Premier League. They've put up a low block. They've been organised. They've said, listen, we're going to go how many banks of, not even 2 banks of 4, a bank of 4 and a 5, and Rashford somewhere in the shadow realm, somewhere in space, but he's there. And you really got to be very, very precise to break it down. They're not winning, but they broke it down. And it was individual brilliance. And we talk about systems and we talk about managers and A plus B equals C. But there's nothing systematic about that goal that was scored by Doué. Nothing systematic about it. Nothing that you can prep for, plan for on either side of the coaching staff. That is just individual brilliance at its best. Other man will have that opportunity to take that shot. I've seen Chelsea players over the weekend against Brentford in similar positions, whether it be Pedro Neto, Jadon Sancho. They're in that exact position to have that exact same strike, and instead they'll pass it or they'll shoot straight at the goalkeeper and the whole attack is done. That is the difference at the top level. If you do not have game changers like that, you will not survive. You always need a little bit of quality like that. And we've had someone in De Bruyne who's leaving City last week announced. That is a man that could provide individual brilliance and quality from distance. People say, oh, shooting from distance is not the optimal way to score. I don't give a shit about your optimization. I do not give a damn about your optimization. I grew up on Lampard's, Essien's, thunder blasting that ball into the back of the net from 25, 30 yards. Drogba's at Everton. Chest, volley, bang. Tim Howard, hold that. That's what I grew up on. So don't tell me about this optimization nonsense. You need it. It doesn't matter how great your system is. It doesn't matter how well you coach that team. You need individual brilliance somewhere to save your clout or to give you what you deserve. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Really, really good. Really, really good goal. I don't know what's going on with Guirassy at Camp Nou. Some people are telling me he's dying. I don't know. I'm not watching the whole game like that. They care about winning. If they care so much about winning, then they should know that the stars of the show are the individuals on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? They can do all the chalkboard and all the mathematics and all the calculations they want, but at the end of the day, the people that are going out there are the players, and they're the ones with the talent. They're the ones that live and breathe this shit, and they're the ones that need to step up in the moments, not you. You can't do shit on that sideline. Look at Carlo Ancelotti yesterday, raising his eyebrow more than he's ever raised it. Man had his eyebrow up on his hairline. Man had his eyebrow mixed in with his hairline. We couldn't even tell the difference. We couldn't even tell the difference what was eyebrow and what was hair. That's how high it was, you know. That's what it was. That's what it was. But yeah, really enjoyable first half. Really enjoyable first half. Let me bring up the benches again, actually. I'll put them on screen. If you're just joining us now for halftime, big up your damn selves. Feel free to smash up the like. I'm going to redirect you after this to Turkish because he's doing a 10 p.m. live. Oh, I wonder what that's about. I wonder what Turkish is going to be talking about on the 10 p.m. live. Oh, hopefully some, I don't know, Gyökeres news. Yeah, you know what he's going to be talking about. So I'm going to send you there. And then hopefully he sends you right back to my Legia Warsaw watch along. Send them right back to my Legia Warsaw watch along. I'll have it set up by then. Send them right back. They won't want to miss it. You know what I mean? The whole football world will be watching at 5:15. Legia Warsaw versus Chelsea. Don't miss it. You know what I mean? Don't miss it. These are the benches on screen. You got Donnarumma. You got Hakimi. So why am I going through the starting 11? The bench, sorry. Barcola's on the bench. Ramos is on the bench. He won't bring on Ramos until maybe the last 10, 15 minutes. Barcola, I mean, to be honest, I think the two wingers out there have been very threatening. I think Kvaratskhelia started the more threatening winger. He was the one that was causing the problems. Then he just handed over the baton, and Desiree Doué's just taken it. Yeah, and he scored. So I wouldn't be substituting the wingers. Zai Emery doesn't really get game time, it seems, in the champs. I don't know what's going on in League One, but he doesn't seem to start these games anymore. They got them for pretty settled. Lee's there as well. Yeah, I mean, he won't make any changes, I'm sure, at half-time, but he's got some options. Aston Villa, I think there's a lot they can look at. Watkins, you know, could they bring him on? Asensio, could he help bring a little bit more control? If you want someone that can start to put their foot on the ball, get a bit of possession back, whilst also adding a goal threat, maybe he's the one to look to. But whatever you sacrifice off the ball for on the ball, you know, it's a very fine line that Emery's playing with, because he, at the moment, has a great result. He might not have a great attacking display, but he has a fantastic result. If the game finishes right now, this is an incredible result for Aston Villa to come here to a team that are very confident. They've just wrapped up League On. They've just wrapped up the league. They've just had their title celebrations. They knocked out Liverpool, who were the best team in Europe in the league phase. So they're high flying on confidence. You get a draw from this fixture, go take it back to Birmingham, you're laughing. You know, so I could understand the hesitancy to make too many changes. I think the one thing I'd look at actually if is maybe Maatsen to come on for Lucas Digne. Maatsen last season at Dortmund reached the Champions League final. He played his part. I think Lucas Digne is on a yellow for that challenge. If he's not, he should be. He's not. Wow, this referee is real friendly. This referee is really nice. Because you could make an argument that he should be on a yellow card. So maybe because he's not, he'll stay there. But if he does pick up a booking, he needs to be moving. Any fullback on a booking needs to be kick rocks. You got to get out of here because they're not going to stop attacking you. Yeah, Maatsen cost them the Champions League final, but they got to the Champions League final. I'm sure Aston Villa will take costing the Champions League final from Maatsen if they can even get there. You know, you got to get there to cost your team in the first place. So all I'm saying is Maatsen, if he comes on, he gets a goal, he's got a goal in him, he's got a shot in him, he helps Aston Villa to the Champions League final, and then he costs them, you take it all day long. You know what I mean? That's not bad. Not bad work. How's Carney doing? I don't even know if Carney's even playing. Is he starting? Because I know he had his first proper performance against Freiburg at the weekend. He ain't coming back to this club. He ain't playing. He needs to just have a good loan and then whatever money comes in, comes in. What was I checking? He is playing. Okay. He starts. Is he doing all right? Desassi's on the bench. Yeah. Listen, Maatsen could get cooked. I'm not saying he won't get cooked. I'm just saying I thought that brother was on a yellow card. So I was thinking, okay, you got to go because you can't defend against these wingers on a yellow card. You can't even defend with no card, let alone a yellow. So I thought he was already booked and it was just like the time bomb is ticking and you're about to get sent off and you don't want to be down 10 men with the way that this PSG team moved the ball about. You may as well just pack up and go home. Let me see what my brother Saeed is saying. I want to know. Brother! That goal! I'm going to start calling him Dizzy Due because I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy, fam.
Broski, that guy, his dribble is like, you know that character, me. One of those. Bro, that guy can flip and shift his legs, innit?
Bro, he's crazy, you know. He needs to relax.
Broski.
That brother has never seen an injury in his life. He's never been injured. You can tell. He's fresh.
He is fresh.
He's fresh, bro. He's never had a hamstring injury, never had a calf injury, nothing. Brother's fresh.
No. Bro, he's a baller. Listen, we need to protect these ballers, bro.
This is what I just was saying. Me and you are speaking the same language. Because I was getting cussed out, so Chelsea fans were like, oh, we should have got him. Leave these men alone. Leave them in peace.
Yeah, leave this man alone, bro. We've been killing our talents, man. We've been killing our talents,
We're
bro.
killing these people, man. Let them breathe.
Bro.
We need to restore the sport before we even think about restoring our clubs.
Bro, but you get a talk outside Chelsea's ground saying, yo, he's not good enough. Get him sold, man. Allow it, man.
Oh.
Leave these guys. And listen, I'm not saying he's like a Neymar, yeah, but bro, he shifts the ball. He's
Bro.
got the technical ability as him, but the
Yeah.
way he's shifting the ball, I'm like, yeah.
Do you know what makes me sick to my stomach? I have a scout called Lawrence Stewart, who it's briefed to me on a weekly basis that he's a French expert of Ligue 1. And you know what I've left that league with? Badiashile and fucking Desassy.
Bro.
How on earth did we leave that country with them two and none of these other French international players?
Bro, the fact that the Todd Bowl has been in your spaces here and he's on Twitter actively checking the talent that you man are talking about.
It's fraud.
You didn't even convince him to sign doing.
It's fraud. It's fraudulent shit. It's honestly fraudulent.
Yeah, that is there. It's a howler, man. It's a howler, bro. We missed out, bro. I'm telling you now, the talent that we missed out on. They gave us Ugarte.
Because they know. Look at the way their midfield three play. They're not interested in Ugarte.
Bro,
Respectfully.
he would have been crying on that pitch right now.
Bro, the way that PSG move the ball, there is a tempo to it. There's a pace. It's like music. And Ugarte in the band, he plays the triangle. You see where I'm going with this?
We left the club with Doku instead of him. Wow, City got Doku instead of Dewey. That's crazy. That's crazy.
These men got sent maximum.
Bro, and the academy though, them man got their thing packed, though, man. Fair play.
They got Gucci headband instead of this. It's crazy work.
Bro, man. But then again, I'm not gonna lie to you. As bad as Doku is, I do believe he's on the shackles of Guardiola.
Doku and Guardiola, they don't mix. It's like oil and water.
They don't mix.
It's like oil and water. They don't mix. I don't actually understand how that one's working there. It doesn't make sense.
I think if Doku went to another team, he'd be cooking.
Yeah.
But because he's on the shackles of, you know, I mean, this manager here who wants perfectionists, who wants people to be in certain zones and whatnot, he never thrive at City.
I just don't think he should be in that type of team that play with that level of possession. Like if you put Doku in a team that's just a little bit more 50-50 and happy to have a couple of breaks and counters. I mean, we have not even seen Hairline at Dortmund at City. We've only seen it maybe once or twice. West Ham away, counter. Hairline is a counter-attacking striker. That's what people don't know. Bro. He's a counter-attacking... Bro, he would love to be in a counter-attacking team. That brother would feast like he's never feasted before. He's not meant to have his back to go against a low block.
Are you mad, broski?
It's crazy.
Bro, I'm telling you now, yeah, listen. We need to allow ballers to play, bro. Like, I'm watching a media mile. I'm just like, football's healing a little bit. We can see more. Gittins, there's going to be more and more coming, man. You know what I mean? Once they come in, though, let's protect them. Let's not, do a madness. And yeah, man, let's just enjoy them, man.
But the thing is, we're gonna be. Oh, I got a lovely spot on my head popping up. I hate when that happens. Look at that. Ugh. But you know what, yeah, bro? We're gonna be begging for these players in the summer. Or we're gonna be begging for players. We're gonna be begging for players.
But I don't know what we're getting though. My thing is, I want Cunha. I want Cunha and Delap.
Cunha at 30 million is a very good price. It's a very good price, I'll be honest. It's a very good price.
And get me Delap, and you man can have Osman.
That's like when you go to the market and you weren't really sure if you wanted the product, but then the boss said, listen, 30 mil. He said, I do you a good price. I do you the best price.
Thank you.
I do you a good deal. You know? For you, only for you, this 30 million. For you.
30 million, only for you. Very good price.
It's the 10th time he said it, but it's only for you. Only for you.
Oh, this stuff is coming on. Oh my God. Yeah. This is gonna be long.
Wait, what's happening?
This stuff is coming on.
Oh, fuck.
This match has been getting cooked though, to be fair.
Yeah, he has. I think both fullbacks are not having much fun out there at all.
No. Both of them, bro. Both of them.
But Disasi, if he plays Disasi at right back, he is gonna find out very fast.
Broski, whoever's next to him needs to go and babysit him, mate.
He better not play Disasi at right back with these wingers, otherwise we're about to see potentially an injury.
They have to change their shape. So yeah. But anyway, second half's about to start.
All right, brother. I'll let you go, brother. Big up.
Big up, bro. Big up.
Big up.
Love broski.
Big up, love, brother. If he's playing Disasi at right back, I swear to God, this could be one of the worst substitutions in Champions League history. Centre back, fine, because he's maybe more confident over there. System maybe suits him more. Deep block, defend your box. I saw Disasi have an absolute man of the match performance at the Etihad in a draw last season. But if you're about to put this brother on the right back position, I would expect that you would know better than that, Emery. But just in case you're about to do it, let me warn you now. You are about to feel the wrath. You're about to feel the serious consequences of your actions. He better not even think about it. I don't understand why that spot's just appeared on my forehead like that, but hey, we here. That timer is off by quite a significant margin. I'm going to change that. Guys, because it's not Correct. Let me know where is Disasi playing right back. I don't even want to look up. Oh my god, he's playing right back. Oh my god, he's playing right back. Oh my god, he's already been skipped past. Yeah, it's long. Finished. Aston Villa are going home. Aston Villa have lost this game. Aston Villa have lost this game. I'm more than happy for Disasi to prove me wrong. I'm more than happy for Disasi to come and have a masterclass, but I think not. My prediction is you are about to get destroyed. This is going to be a festival. This is going to be an absolute festival. He is getting cooked. He is going to get absolutely rinsed. I can't believe he's doing this. This is what you do not do. This is on the don't do list. Do not do. Not the do list. Not the to-do list. The do nots list. The do not list. Look at him. No, this can't be happening. They're going to take it in turns. This is going to be a nastiness. This is going to be a nastiness. Oh, no. Look. Look at the way they're jinky-majinky. They've had all their attacks so far going down that left-hand side. I think even they might go and triple team him. They may even go over there and triple team him. I wouldn't be surprised. Rodgers is getting back, to be fair, to try and help out. Dembele is very close to connecting on that. Oh, brother. This is not looking good, bruv. I can't believe Emery's done that. A man of his experience and wealth of knowledge has done something like this. Has Barcelona gone 2-0 up? Yamal, cutting in, clip. Yeah, this kid is fucking ridiculous. He's a freak. Yamal is a freak of nature, everybody. He's a freak. He is a freak. Best right winger in the world. I'm sorry, but that is a freak. I've seen him change the game too many times. He just does too much nonsense. For his age, it's just not necessary what he's doing. It's not necessary. It's too much IQ. It's too much intelligence. It's too much creativity. It's too much. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Lord heavens! Kvaratskhelia with an absolute thunder bastard into the roof of the net, ladies and gentlemen. And what side did he select for crucifixion? It was the sassy side. What did I just say? This tie is done. You don't make those levels of mistakes and get away with them. Flick from Dembele through the midfield. And they work the ball out, and it's Disasi versus Kvaratskhelia, and there was only one outcome. Chop, chop, chop! He done the splits. Oh no! He fell to his knees. He's trembling. It's Boateng versus Messi. Oh no! Kamikaze from Kvaratskhelia. What are you doing? Emery, what are you doing? Why would you do that? He's thrown the game. He's literally thrown the game. Now I know why Arsenal fans kill this manager constantly, because he just does stuff for no reason. You had a defense set. You had everything planned meticulously, and you have self-sabotaged inside 4 minutes of the second half, and there's no way back. Because unless you're willing to hook him and substitute a substitute, you have literally just thrown the tie. You've thrown the tie. Oh, I'm doing a review on this. I wasn't sure, but I'm going to have to crucify Emery today. I'm not even going to say Disasi. I'm going to say Emery, because this is blasphemy. You can't do this. You can't do that. Nah, man. This review is going to be fun, because I can't believe he's just done this. And what a finish, by the way. I should really say the finish is ridiculous. That guy is two-footed. He's unpredictable. And we said earlier in the show, he should have not made it to PSG unchallenged. But that is just suicidal from the manager. You cannot. We just said it. This is analysis, but I don't even want to take too much credit, because a blind man could have told you that is the wrong decision. A man that has never seen anything. He's not seen Disasi play before. He's never seen football. He's never seen anything. He just sees darkness. Even he could have told you that was the wrong decision to make. It's not analysis. It's just basic. It's basic, man. If you watched Disasi at Chelsea and you saw him play right back, and then you see PSG's wingers, honestly, I'm going to have a proper rant at full time because I actually can't believe a manager at this level getting paid real money is making mistakes like that. It's just embarrassing. You can't do that. Any YouTuber, any fan, any football consumer could have told you that was a stupid decision to make at halftime. Anybody. You don't need UEFA license, A, B, or C license. You don't need qualifications. You don't need nothing. All you need is 2 brain cells to bang together, and you would have made that decision. I'm fuming. Look at this. Look at this now. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. This is an absolute disgrace. I can't believe it. It took 4 minutes for us to be proven right. Look, everything's coming down the left-hand side. Everything. Oh, God, I can't believe this manager. I can't. I feel like my rating of Emery's significantly dropped in the last 4 minutes. I don't think I'll ever forget this. I know Cash is not a great defender, but I'm sorry. You just see what happened to Disasi? Flat-footed, twist up, falling almost on his ass, tripping over his own feet. I don't care what Cash was doing in the first half. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Let me change the score. That's a disgrace. Oh, I don't care what Cash was doing. I'm sorry. I don't care. That's another level of foolishness. Oh my God. Wow. Well, at least we're getting entertained. Cash was on a yellow. I'm sorry. You gotta make any other decision. I don't care if Cash had one leg on a yellow card, couldn't see, needed glasses, banned. I don't care. I've seen too much of Disasi at right back to accept these excuses. You have to find another solution. Look at your bench. You have to find someone else. Someone slimmer, someone faster, someone else. You cannot play Disasi at right back in the Champions League against these wingers. It's unacceptable. I don't care. Look to your bench. Look to your bench. I don't know. Let's take a look, actually. Who was his other options? He's 100% have the whole smoke for that, though. Aston Villa. Wow, what a start to the second half. What a start. I'm not going to lie. You play Maatsen right back before you do that. You honestly put Maatsen right back before you do that. You have Onana on the bench. You have Onana. Tackling machine, right? 6'5", wins duels for fun. Long legs, pacey, tall, physical. Stick him at right back. No excuse. No excuse, I'm sorry. No fucking excuse. Put Konza at right back and put Mings in. Oh, no excuse. Yeah, save your excuses for someone else, chat. We're not having it. We're not buying it. You could do so much. Get creative. Maatsen, Konza, or Onana. Pick which one you want. Anyone. But not that. Not that. Even put Disasi at centre back and put Konza at right back. This is not even a Disasi thing. It is a Disasi thing, but it's not. Put Disasi centre back and put Konza right back. There you go. There you go. Simple. Simple. Oh, deflected. He should really be switching them now if he hasn't already done that, but it's too little, too late. Wow. That's one hell of a first 10 minutes in the second half. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Yeah. Konza's been playing loads of right back for Aston Villa. 100%. Played wide centre back for England. So, yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Brain dead substitution. Brain dead. Well, Aston Villa fans, I'll leave that one to you. So at the moment we have Let's see if Aston Villa can get back in this. I mean, like I said, if they can lose by one single goal, it's not the worst situation in the world. It's not the worst situation in the world. If they concede a third, and dare I say they let it go to 4 and it starts to become a capitulation, then they won't be going through. You know, that will be that. But 2-1 is still a good result. I think it's still a good, okay result. Good, okay. Anything more is a problem, is a bad result. But Asensio is on the bench. He looks like he's about to come on. I'm seeing Maatson warming up. I'm seeing loads of substitutions warming up. So there's lots of options. Asensio, unleashing Asensio against his old club. And nobody with more fire in their belly to try and prove to PSG headquarters what they're missing out on in their own stadium. You know, what an opportunity for him to kind of clap back and retaliate. So maybe that would have even been a reason to start him, just because of that factor alone. But let's see if he comes off the bench and if he does anything. Kvaratskhelia is just yeah, oh God. He's killing people on this side. He's killing people. It's murder. Murder! 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 Oh, why'd you dummy it? Oh, you dummied it! Saved by Martinez. I thought the dummy was the wrong decision, but he actually did have someone coming behind. I think it was Hakimi. Oh, it's murder on that left-hand side of the pitch for PSG, man. It's absolute murder. Murder, murder, murder. Great save. Martinez has made some big saves in this game as well. He's having a good game. He couldn't do nothing about the first, and I know the second was at the near post, but the power and accuracy that it was hit with, I'd probably let it slide as well, to be honest. Here is Ramsey on the left. I think he potentially might come off, to be honest, if they're going to bring on an attacker like a Watkins. They might move Rashford to the left, who's not really, outside of the extra touches that we were counting when he got them, he didn't really get much. Actually, he's straight off. Ramsey's off. Yeah, I thought he'd be next, but he's literally off right now. Asensio is coming on. He will probably play on the... What side will he play on? He should play on the right, really, shouldn't he? Rashford left, Asensio right. That's been working for Villa. Let me see how this looks. He's that guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's on the right. Rashford. And then Rodgers. PSG. Hakimi. The space that Aston Villa are leaving in the middle of the park, I'm sorry, you will be punished. You will be punished. Either God will punish you or PSG will, but potentially both. Oh, intercepted. Too much space. I know they're chasing the game and they want a goal, but you do not need to open up like this on 60 minutes. You need to leave this another 10 minutes at least before you start opening up like this. I'd even say 15. You can't be open like this, Aston Villa. You lose the whole tie. You could lose the whole tie tonight. They're going into Aston Villa Emery ball right now and they're getting way too open, way too excited, pushing way too many people forward trying to press, and they're just leaving acres of space in the midfield. And PSG are just pulling them apart in like 2 passes. And it's not, look at this now, look. Martinez trying to play through the middle, intercepted by Hakimi. Bruh, these men are asking to concede again. Bro, PSG are just, yeah, this is peak. This is peak PSG, man. They're just taking control. Oh my God. 1v1. Oh my God, look at this. Underlap. Nuno Mendes wants a handball. He wants a handball on the slide tackle. He's got a case. He's got a case for a penalty. I'll be honest. He's got a case for a penalty because that arm has directly stopped Nuno Mendes from carrying on that attack. The only thing you could argue is that his hand's in a natural position. So, yeah, you know, you could say it's in a natural position, to be fair, but Yeah, he's basically slapped that ball out of play. You know what I mean? He's basically slapped it out of play. I'm going to get the dirtiest, and by dirty, I mean cold. I'm going to get the coldest trim for this return leg next week. I'm going to be so serious about my life. I'm coming with the maddest trim. I'm getting a trim for the second leg, guys. I'm getting a trim for the second leg. 100%. That nutmeg, bro. Kvaratskhelia, man. Bro, I'm so jealous of PSG's wingers, man. I watch Sancho in his current form. I see Madueke. I see Neto. And then I see these wingers at PSG and I just want to shed tears. I just want to cry. I really do. It's like a different sport. It's like watching a different sport. Do I think Mbappe was the reason PSG failed? Nah, I'm not going to pin it all on him. No. PSG have been failing. You know, they've been failing with Messi and Neymar and, you know, long before Mbappe as well. Like, obviously, he was one of the first big signings when the money came. But I just think PSG have struggled to have real balance in their squad with the money. The Galactico kind of approach. This is the first time that PSG have prioritized maybe a manager instead of individuals, and Sergio Ramos and Neymar and Messi and Mbappe, and it's almost like it was all for clout and it was all for social media numbers and to bring the stature of the club up and make it worldwide, but there was never any real cohesive team prioritization there. So, you know, for me now, this is a team that is built in Enrique's image. They've started moving on big players like Agate and Colin Moani that they spent a lot of money on, and they're just prioritizing what Enrique wants. And they're also making sure that they take advantage of the talent in their own country, which they should have been doing from a long time ago, because France has had so much talent for the last, 7 years. So they're doing it right. They're definitely moving in the right direction. So I don't think it's just a Mbappe thing. I think it's a cultural thing, PSG. They're starting to understand their identity and what they're about. They're not trying to be Real Madrid, B-Tech Real Madrid. Yeah, this is very good. And Luis Campos, you know, that is an elite level appointment. I know I keep banging on about him, but he is one of the very best, in my opinion. That is an elite level appointment. When they appointed him, I said, okay, now they're serious. Now they're serious, because I know exactly what type of players that Luis Campos is ready to recruit. I know exactly what type of players he's ready to recruit. So once I saw him come through the door, I said, yeah, even if it was on a, you know, payphone month-to-month contract, eSIM, I don't care if the guy's not full-time. If he's in your football club and you give him power, you're going to profit. You're definitely going to profit. Apparently, Barcelona 3-0 up. Lewandowski has scored again. And I've just seen the finish, and it's an absolute rocket against his former club. That is an absolute banger. That guy is timeless. What a striker. One of the very best. One of the very best. What a striker. What a striker he is. He's insane, you know. He doesn't get the flowers. He needs to be getting serious flowers when he retires, because that is a serious striker right there. That brother is old, and he's still doing it. You know what I mean? He is old as heck. How old is that man? How old is that man, lads? How old is he? 34, I think. 36. Fuck. He's not even, bruh. He's 36 years of age. Oh my goodness. 36 years of age. And he's playing at the elite level in a title race top of the league, Champions League delivering. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. No, this spot on my head is gonna vex me, you know. This needs to disappear. I got big things coming up. You know, when you see these spots on, you know, they just like to pop up when things is starting to pop off. That's what I've clocked. Man's got things coming up. Things are coming up, and you just think you can just come out, pop up and show up. You know what I mean? It's not on. It's not on at all. When it's the international break, you're nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen in the international break. When they ain't fuck all to do. Now, suddenly you're here. Crazy. Crazy work. Chukwemeka's come off apparently. Cleared. Oh, brother. Brother. Oh, my goodness. $67 minutes gone. Over the top. This high line that Aston Villa are playing, man, I smell a third goal for PSG. I can smell it. I can smell it. Here they are. Dembele, last ditch challenge. Last ditch challenge. Rashford, nope, you're not getting nothing there. And look at this now. Look at the space. Look at the space for PSG. They should have enough men back. Dembele. Oh, he's played it. Yeah, bro. I don't know why they're going gung ho like this, Aston Villa. There's just no need. There's no need to be going gung ho. You cannot concede a third goal. I don't think you understand. It'll be the end. You cannot concede a third goal. They shouldn't be parking it like they did in the first half. That's not what I'm saying. They got to have some sort of ambition. However, be smart. Because you don't have a right back out there that can defend large spaces. You don't have a right back out there that can defend on the halfway line. So you have to sit that line back. Oh my God, they are asking for yeah, this is peak. I'm sorry, I can see the cracks. The cracks are incredibly big. They will be conceding a third goal. If they don't, they've been blessed and looked after by the higher ups because the counter press of PSG is too strong. Look at this. Giving away fouls, they look leggy, they're playing so high. PSG players still got so much energy. That's the one thing about this front six. They don't tire. The front six of PSG, they don't get tired, they don't get leggy. They're all spring chickens. They're just popping. And then he's going to bring on Emery now. Oh, my days. He's going to bring on Emery. Probably going to bring on Barcola in a minute as well. He swapped the wingers. It's just long. It's very, very long. It's peak. Oh, look at this. Look. I said I see the cracks. Is that going to count? Oh, my God. Is that going to count? Is that going to count? Or is he just not even celebrating because he's that cold? Oh, he's luckiest. Listen, he's luckiest offside, but these are the cracks. Oh, these are the cracks, man. These are the cracks. Yeah, listen. Yeah, trust me. Soon finished. Soon finished. I'm telling you now, soon finished. Yeah, soon finished. And that Martinez attempt at a save was not good either. That was not good. Dizzy's coming off for probably Barcola. That attempt at the near post is shocking from Martinez. I know it's not a goal, but that is poor goalkeeping, man. Near post and it's gone under you like that. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. My God. Barcola, fresh legs. Fresh legs. Fresh legs. Fabian Ruiz. Zai Emery, fresh legs. Third goal coming soon, man. Fresh legs. Fresh legs. Fresh legs. If Barcola, off the bench, fresh, is going up against Disasi at right back, it's game over. Do you understand me? Do you read me? Do you comprehend? If Barcola has come on to go up against Disasi, it's game over. I'm telling you now, it's done. Finished. And he has, because Enrique's not playing games. Oh, brother. Oh, yeah, look, he's gone. He's already gone in behind him. Look. This is a formality. He's already on him. 30 seconds. 30 seconds and he's already on him. 30 seconds in. Oh, dear me. Yeah, man. Oh, cleared. .73 minutes gone. Wow. This is annihilation. This is domination. Man said Legia Warsaw will not know what hit them. Oh my God. PSG in cruise control. Cruise control. And to be honest, it's a matter of if. It's a matter of when, not if for me. I think this game's finishing 3-1. And I think PSG know, like PSG have not put the handbrake on. PSG know that there's a big difference between a 1-goal lead and a 2-goal lead going back to Villa Park. And they want the 2-goal lead. They're not putting the handbrake on. They're not resting. They're not resting on their laurels. They're looking for a 2 clear goal margin. And I think they're going to get it. I really do. They got 15 minutes plus injury time. Aston Villa look leggy. They've been chasing shadows for most of the game. I can see the tiredness. They've been trying to keep up. But this PSG team, they're young. They're energetic. And they're sharp. They're all lazy. They're all ready. Oh, look. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They're all so sharp. Front six is just bunch of sugared up. Like, it's like they're running on Red Bull. They're running on Red Bull, them front six. They're just too many energy drinks. Monster cans, Red Bulls, everything. Just live wire. There's no slouches. Look at that. Great delivery. Headed away. Yeah. Barcelona 4-0. Yeah, this is over, man. It's finished. We said it, though. That tie, we said it's done. There's nothing. Look at this. Yamal. 1v1. 4-0 to Barcelona. Bye-bye, Borussia Dortmund. Thank you for playing. Yeah, thank you for participating. Go home. Literally, second leg in Germany. We knew it, man. We all said it. Barcelona going through. I tried to tempt a couple of you to go Dortmund. None of you were biting. None of you even wanted to listen. You said, nah, don't even waste my time. That's the easiest game to predict, that Barcelona are going to just rinse Dortmund. They're going to dust them down, check them for change, open your wallets, open your pockets, taking their phone, taking their keys, taking their Oyster card, everything, club card, everything. Gone. Yeah, just don't even, honestly, you lot don't even look. You don't even want to look, man, honestly. You don't want to look at this fourth goal. They think they're in Bundesliga. Playing what? One at the back versus 3 attackers. They think they're in the Bundesliga. These brothers think it's Bundesliga. They think they're playing Union Berlin. Yeah, they're cooked. They're finished. It's done. Don't even bother. Second leg, finished. That second leg is so meaningless, honestly. They may as well just, I don't even know. I'd say rest, but I don't even think they even rest for anything, because I think Bundesliga's done for them as well. Oh, brother. This is, oh, wait a second. Yeah, PSG and Barcelona. Yeah. They gonna save our sport. They gonna save our sport. Because this is good football. Oh, yeah, go on. I actually want them to get the third. I don't care anymore. I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking, would I rather see PSG play Arsenal, or would I rather see Aston Villa play Arsenal? And I did want to say Aston Villa, because obviously I'd like Aston Villa to just do the unthinkable and win, and Emery to get the moment. But if I'm thinking about the game, I don't know. I feel like is Aston Villa a better matchup just purely because they might actually sit back and force Arsenal to have possession, and PSG maybe play into Arsenal's hands because Arsenal get to sit back, and then I don't know, guys. What do you think? Because we just saw Arsenal dominate possession against Real Madrid, so I don't really know what Arsenal want to do. Do they want to have the ball or not? I don't know. What do you guys think? But PSG are definitely entertaining, that's for sure. If you want entertainment, you're definitely going to PSG. If Arsenal, if they get PSG and they get past them, we might be cooked, chat. Might be cooked. Might be in big trouble, chat, because that's not good. I don't really know. That's not good. You want PSG? Three substitutions from Emery. He's brought on Maatsen, Watkins, and Onana. I said when Desiree Due signed for PSG under Fabrizio's post, I said excited to see what all the noise is about, and then now I've had to respond. I am excited. And that wasn't like people are like, are you happy now? Hold. There's nothing to hold. I said I want to see what the chat is about. I wasn't watching him when he was at his previous club. I wasn't watching who is he playing for? Rennes? I wasn't watching Rennes versus fucking Marseille on a Sunday night. So I was excited to see. I've seen comps, but what the fuck is a comp? A comp can't do nothing for me, bruv. I need to see the whole thing. I need to see 90 minutes. But this season, yeah, we're seeing. We are seeing, and we are excited. We are seeing and we are excited. Shot wide. 10 minutes to go. Asensio trying to bring some life into that Aston Villa attack. He is probably the one that could get them out of jail here. I can't really see anyone else. Ball into the box. Those 3 substitutions, though. Oh, my God. You're lucky Martinez came out. You're lucky Martinez came out. I was wondering, where's the goalkeeper? Because I couldn't see the keeper, and I'm thinking, yo, if this goalkeeper don't come out, it's over. It's over. You're counting out Madrid comeback. I'm not counting it out, but I'm not counting it in. Like, I'm really not confident in that one. That's a lot. 3-0. If they get that one done, bruh. If they get that one done, I'm gonna say that's their best. That's their best work. I'm gonna say that's their best work, because that one there, I can't see it, man. That defense, if Arsenal decide to do what I think they're gonna do and defend like dogs, with all of their defensive nous and options, if Calif, I don't know who could be back. I don't know if Ben White could possibly make it back for that game. But yeah, Arteta, even him, just as an individual, he's a nasty man. If he wants to set up a dirty low block, I know what he's capable of, and it's disgusting. It's genuinely disgusting what he's capable of. So, yeah, I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. Here we go, left side. Barcola. Here we are. Dembele. Dembele. Oh, 1-2. I feel like they're flirting with it. They're flirting with this third goal, but they're not quite going for it. They calmed it down the last 5-10 minutes here, PSG. They're just slowing it down, keeping control. I think they're aware of the free subs. They don't want Watkins to get that counter-attack, that break. So they're just being extra careful with the passing, making sure they don't give the ball away, being a bit more surgical with it. There's not as much space either to play. Aston Villa have gone back into their block, which is definitely what they should do. I don't think they should open up again, because when they opened up, they looked like they were going to throw the game, the whole game, the whole tie. There's still another 90 minutes to play. There's no need to throw the game. There's no need to throw the game. It's 5 minutes normal time to go. Five minutes to go. Cutting in. They're in the box. Quick feet. These guys, they're all so tidy, man. These men are tidy on the ball, man. Imagine trying to do a technical test under Enrique, bro. You better have everything ready to go, because otherwise, if you fail that exam, you're gone. I can see why Agate's not here, man. I can see why Agate's not here. That brother is made for chasing and scrapping and winning duels, but he cannot tech out ball out like this. The technical test is high. I think PSG should try and get another goal for sure. He should 100%. Should try and get another goal. But it's one of those ones now where PSG, they'll still take the 2-1 win. Do you know what I mean? They're not trying to do too much and potentially concede a late equalizer, which would be completely against the run of play. They don't want to draw the game. And Villa, likewise, they don't want to lose 2-1, but they definitely don't want to lose 3. So they're also pretty... I think both teams are pretty happy to kind of take this result and go... They back themselves in this current situation to do what they need to do in the second leg. I don't know if Villa can take any confidence from this match, because I don't think they can take much. But the best thing for them out of this game is that they're not 3-1 down. They're not 3-1 down. Dortmund scored. Or is it offside? Someone says offside. Lucas Digne long throw. If Aston Villa get an equaliser, this is going into the top tier shelf of shithousery, because this is a proper beatdown. Proper beatdown. Ooh. Let me get that. 1 sec. Oh, damn. Fuck. 3 minutes. I guess, to be fair, this is probably the... Oh, hold on a second. Okay, no. This is probably the best score for everyone, because we don't want the second leg to be done or be irrelevant. So it's probably best that it does stay 2-1. The people that deserve the win get their win. But if Aston Villa have anything about them, they're still able to try and produce something in the second leg to try and retaliate. Keeps it competitive, exactly. This is probably the best score, because Aston Villa at home, they have to come out in front of their fans. 2-1 down, they got to come out. PSG, it'll be a good game. Still keeps people guessing. Keeps people on their toes. Oh, shit. Ball in behind. Hakimi. Cut back. Kvaratskhelia. Free kick. About to hit the 90-minute mark. Is that Barca Dortmund game finished? Not yet. Nearly. Offside. Yeah, Barcelona got a very impressive offside trap. They do indeed. Stupid high line, and they just trapping people for fun. But if you're gonna be playing for Hansi Flick, you gotta take big risks, because that man, when it comes to attacking, he don't play. Him and Nagelsmann, they don't leave anything. They don't leave anything on the table. Couple minutes left. This is gonna peter out into a 2-1. Doesn't look like anyone else is gonna show up. I think both teams will be pretty content. PSG probably, on the balance of play, they might probably make the case that they should have maybe won 3-1. or 2-0 because I don't even know how they conceded. But Villa will be delighted. They cannot ask for any more than this. Their performance, the way PSG have just outplayed them, the absolute howler from the manager at halftime on the substitution, they'll be more than happy to take this result. This is a great result. This is a great result. This is a great result. They got away with it, 100%. Oh, wait, maybe they won't get away with it. Ball in behind. Oh, he sat the keeper down. Oh! They're not going to get away with it. The Champions League is going to Champions League. And that goal, for me, has decided the tie. That is what that goal just did. What a pass in behind. And the composure from Dembele to sit Martinez. Is it Dembele? Sorry, it's Nuno Mendes. The composure to sit him down. He's just got way too far forward. It's Dembele who's played the pass. The composure to just sit the keeper down and stick it in the top corner. This is madness. The quality. They deserve that. I've probably jinxed it by saying it was going to end in 2-1. It's going to peter out. Well, it's not. Nuno Mendes, PSG, they will be definitely going to the semi-final because the way they'll go to Villa Park is they'll probably look to control the game. And I trust them to get it done now. This is it. That's a brilliant... All three of the goals are top quality goals, man. All three of the goals, top quality goals. This team are so slick. If it was PSG versus Barcelona in the final, from a footballing standpoint, that right there is the best of the best we can get from this current situation. If you give me a Barcelona PSG final, we are all gonna have a great night. Because that final would be just artwork. Utter artwork. Shot from distance, they're still battering that goal down. What a strike. That's a touch over as well. It's a corner. Martinez, they've blown for full time. That's a masterclass. That is a masterclass from PSG because that goal that they conceded was literally just flash in the pan. In terms of tactically and the way that they played, that's a masterclass. Masterclass. Low block, no problem. High line, no problem. Possession, but actually meaningful possession and actually picking holes and actually finding gaps, no problem. Substitutions, impact off the bench, no problem. No problem. Yeah, Aston Villa's hopes and dreams are crumbling in those final few minutes. They're not going through, man. We don't care. I'll be real. I was happy to toot your horn, but that performance, you get what you deserve. This is the Champions League. I'm not gonna lie. This is the Champions League. If you want to go through to the semi-finals of the Champions League, you better put in the performance of your lives, and you haven't been able to do it, man. You haven't been able to do it, and your manager at halftime set you up for death. I'm afraid. So it is what it is. Like I said, just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the friends you make along the way. It's a new experience. You got the FA Cup semi-final anyway. Bridge too far. This is the elite level football here. This is the top shelf. This is the creme de la creme. It's a learning experience. Welcome to the big leagues. But your manager, I expected better. I really did. PSG just too good. And maybe people are sleeping on PSG. Maybe people need to start thinking about PSG as a team that can win this tournament because they're knocking some serious teams down. I'm gonna wrap up. That was a great watch along. 4 goals, 3 incredible goals from PSG. Unbelievable. Ballers everywhere. So that was lovely. I will see you guys tomorrow for my Legia Warsaw versus Chelsea watch along. We're just getting better and better. Arsenal, Madrid, PSG, Villa, Legia Warsaw, Chelsea. We're finishing with the best. Creme de la creme at the end. End it on a high. this is what we want to see. So we will be there. Love and guidance. Until next time, in a bit, people. Peace.